In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Hey-oo. Welcome to Steel Toe. It's the evening show. And I'm excited for this one. I am. We were gone last night. We're back tonight. You know what? One thing I got to do, I got to stop running this thing. I got to stop running my fucking, what are they, don't say cock holster, because that means you're a homosexual. So I guess for a lot of you would say my cock holster. My big yapper. I come on this morning, oh my God. Business is unbelievable. We're bringing Oz back. And you guys sent me right the hell back down, didn't you? I appreciate it. Thank you very much for liking, subscribing, following, everything else you do for this program. Rumble, hit like. YouTube, hit like. Twitter, Facebook, Kick. Got to get Twitch back. I think the only way I can get Twitch back on the show, I think, is I just have to ban evade. And knowing that there's a shitload of people that, like, their entire life is hating this show, I don't think that ban evasion would last very long. Let's set the over-under right now. 1.5 shows. Do you think we would get back for 1.5 shows on Twitch? Because, like, if I'm not here, people die. You don't understand that. There are people who are so committed to this program in a negative sense. The positives are healthy people. If I'm not here, people will die. It is imperative upon me to show up or I'll kill people, and I don't want that on my soul. But on Twitch, I don't think we'd last more than a day or two. Because ban evasion is, it's an issue. But I want to get back on Twitch. I miss the old days, you know? Especially bringing our audience from now over to Twitch a little bit. I think they'd enjoy it. But either way, welcome to the show. It's going to be a good one. So much has happened today since the morning show, since we took that beating. We're gonna break our losing streak tonight, though. We have not won on the evening show since last Tuesday. That was our last Onion Night. Onion Night was our last W for an evening show. So we have a losing streak to break tonight. There is so much shit that's happened today for my probation. One of the conditions was I had to submit a DNA swab. So I had to go to the Waite Park office. I'd do a little swab in here, swab in here. They don't do it to you. They watch you do it to yourself. So it was less evasive that way. So I submitted my DNA. And as they triple bag it, and they seal the first bag and they seal the second bag and they put evidence seals over the top bag. And I'm like, holy shit, if they want to frame me for a murder, they'll really have to fuck some shit up. They'll have to go in there. But, they seal all of it up. So, my DNA isn't, in a system. It's physically in there. I always thought the DNA submission was, they put you in a computer, right? You're in a computer, and your DNA is in there. No, they seal it up. They put it in a thing. That thing is sealed up. It can't be resealed like without a court order or something. I don't know. And then they look through it that way. So like, I'm not in a computer. We're all probably in a computer one way or the other, but like, I'm not in a computer officially. They seal it up. They lock it away. So I did that today. Then I shoveled 4 or 5 times because the goddamn snowstorm still. It's still going crazy here in Minnesota. And then I went to the mail, and if you're a fellow business owner in Minnesota and you have employees that get W-2s like Steel Toe Media does, you've been getting one of these bad boys in the mail. Because we live in a wonderful liberal utopia here in Minnesota, we business owners have to set up our Minnesota paid leave. Is any of my info on here? No, it's not. Okay. I have this piece here. I was going to show you guys this piece, but our like company numbers on there and shit and tax information. So I won't do that. But yeah, there you go. Minnesota paid leave. So if you don't know about this, Minnesota passed a new law because Democrats don't understand how businesses work, where now people can just fuck off of work. Like, you don't need a doctor's note. It's not about pregnancy or anything else. If you can't even for like up to 12 weeks, I believe, up to 12 weeks a year, you can just fuck off if they have a qualifying condition and their application is approved. So I'm sure there has to be government bureaucracy in the paid leave department, and I'm sure they'll rubber stamp that shit because, hey, guys, when the Minnesota government, when they're overseeing stuff, they don't let anything slip through the cracks. That's something we've learned the last few weeks. So now, for your employees that you have, and depending on the revenue that your business generates, I think I have that part right here. You have a premium. So if you have it depends on what your taxable wage base is. So I report my wages paid every quarter. So there's quarterly reporting to the state of Minnesota. And we report the W-2s, the salaries, the wages that we've paid out. And then our medical leave premium rate is 0.61% of taxable wage paid in 2026. Our 2026 family leave premium rate is 0.27. So nearly 1% of the money you pay out in employees every month is going to go to paid leave. So it's essentially a 1% tax on businesses. And not only that, but if that person leaves for 3 months out of the year, you have to hire somebody and train them in and pay them while that person is gone. And then if that person does a really good job and they're a huge asset for your company, you can't fire the other person. You have to allow them to come back from leave. So for those of you who think, oh, Minnesota has learned their lesson, they've figured it out. No, we're just going to continue to pile drive this shit right into the ground. If I didn't have children, or if my children and my children's mother and their grandparents and everyone else, and everyone just decided, you know what, Aaron, you pick where everyone goes and everyone will follow, will go there. I would be living in Clearwater Beach, Florida, like that, doing the show from the fucking ocean. Are you kidding me? This state fucking sucks. It really does. And look, I'm not going to sit here, a tiny little company, and say that 1% is, oh my God, it's going to put me in the poorhouse. But it's the principle of the thing. It's the fact that the government makes a rule. My employees don't even have a choice to opt out of it. They can't say like, no, Aaron, I'm not going to be part of that. And nope, we have to. It's by force. And the state of Minnesota goes, no, it's really good for you. I'm not shitting you. The first line of this, can you see that? They like try to sell it to you as a good thing. The smaller print there. You see what that says? Get ready to make paid leave work for your business. I can't tell you how fucking excited we all are over here to have paid leave work for. Actually, paid leave is the opposite of working for our business. It's not going to. They're not going to work, and we got to pay them, and we got to pay their replacement. Paid leave is a new state government program that Somalis will rip off and rape for the next. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. A new state government program that will offer payments and job protections for employees during some of life's biggest moments, like their fucking turtle dies. Paid leave will make it possible for Minnesotans to recover from a serious illness or welcome a new child without putting their financial security at risk. No, just put the financial security of a small business and all of its employees at risk. You know, that's wonderful. Hey, but don't worry, you'll be okay. The company you work for will suffer financial hardship, but you'll be all right. What if somebody goes on leave for like 2 months? And then you have to hire a replacement. And you can't fire the person who's on leave, so they let somebody else in the company go. Hey, but don't worry, paid family leave. Minnesota's a great state. Not taking into account any business's budget, not taking into account anything that company needs or how much they're hanging on by a thread. Fuck them. And I'm one of the lucky ones. Because for me, it's based on revenue in the business. Ours is a very small business with a very small number of employees. It's a 1% premium per employee. 2, maybe 3. So then you have other businesses that have 9, 10, 20, 35 employees. That's still a small business. And they're paying 1 to maybe 5, 3% on each employee, on every single employee. And do you really think that the paid leave program, like the government offices in Minnesota, are going to pay out less than they take in? Bullshit. And, the other thing is, if you're an employee, fuck it, might as well use it. It's not like I can blame anybody for using it. Don't worry, though. They're going to help out small businesses because those small businesses here, let me read it to you. You can deduct from employees. That's right, 0.44%. It's all going to be fine, guys. Don't worry. Tim Walz is on the case. Tim Walz has got this shit figured out, baby. Don't you worry. Joey Caravello with $2 says, are you aware Johnny has a Negro moderating for him? I saw your Instagram DM, Joey Caravello. Thank you very much. Plankton with $10 says, I feel bad about earlier. Here are some shekels. I appreciate that because that hurt my feelings. Waylon with $5 says, I feel bad about making fun of you and calling you names sometimes, but not really. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really I appreciate you guys feeling bad. Mostly the money. I mean, I know the apology isn't sincere, but I really appreciate the money. Very sweet of you. My lost interest says Johnny will be on paid leave in 3, 2, 1. I think it's going to lead to a lot more companies making people 1099s, making people contractors, and they won't get the benefits. They won't get anything like that. It's going to be more onerous on the employee, the contractor in that case, because now they'll have to pay not self-employment tax, but you have to pay all of your payroll taxes, your Social Security taxes. Right now, if you're a W-2 employee, your employer pays 7.5%. You pay 7.5%. If you're 1099, you pay the 15%. Sucks. It sucks. So yes, that's the latest from Minnesota. I got that out of the mail today. I got to sign up for this too. So I have to go onto the government's website and I have to sign up for this and lock myself into the system. And there's a monetary punishment if you don't do it by January 1st. I have to go in and basically scan myself into the system. Can't tell you how excited I am. Can't tell you how pumped I am to be in the system. 09 Canyon says, one place, a girl claimed she was hurt and couldn't work for 2 months. We got zero new help and we're already short. This law would have killed me. See? And it is going to kill some people. Not like murder them. That's not what I mean by kill them. By the way, Chef Matic with $5 says, towards this morning's show goal, I thought it was funny. Thank you for enjoying today's show, or this morning's show. I appreciate that. Obviously, I would just like to break the evening show losing streak tonight. But in the event that the evening show goes bananas and we can do both, I'll definitely go a long time tonight. I'll go a long time. Sapphire says, you are truly insane. Not you, Aaron. No, Minnesota, absolutely. Dinosaur Fuel says the Minnesota paid leave sucks, another money-grubbing scam. Yeah, why would anybody in Minnesota trust this program? Why would anybody in Minnesota trust any government program that Minnesota puts out there? At any rate, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We have a ton of stuff to talk about, including an update on Andy Dick's OD. We're going to do that first. And then JD Vance, I don't know if you saw this. Somebody on Twitter found this hillbilly yelling at his girlfriend in a restaurant, and he swore to God it was JD Vance yelling at his wife, Usha. JD Vance responded to that in the last 24 hours here. We're going to go to that. And then we've got a bunch of news stories. We got a doctor who's suspended because he was crushing up abortion pills and giving him to his girlfriend in her sleep. Some people just really aren't ready to have kids. And, you know, I told this story today to a random black man on the street, and he goes, yo, why didn't he just leave her? It's wild. It's wild, man. He said that. He said that directly to them. Hey, not off to a bad start tonight. 243 of you checking out the toe. And YouTube not sucking as much ass as they usually do. Still sucking ass. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. I appreciate you guys being here. We're only 62 memberships away from 600. And I will go until after 9 o'clock tonight if we get to that 600, 9 o'clock Central Time. That is. So thanks. I'll dance. You throw shekels. Tonight will be great. Let's get an update on Andy Dick. You know, the last time we saw Andy Dick, he was almost dead. I know I need to be more specific, but Andy Dick was in L.A. He had OD'd. His friends gave him Narcan. Don't worry, they all checked to make sure it was all on camera. And ambulance was called. Ambulance got there, said Andy Dick refused treatment. He was fine. It's amazing, man. They give him that Narcan, I believe, up the nose, and they go from dead to up. Like Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction. That can't be good for you. Like, that Narcan has to be like a last-ditch effort. Like, if we don't do this, you're going to fucking die. But the fact that they snap out of it and they can just walk around, that's got to be such a jolt to your system that it's like, look, man, it was either this or dying, but that had to take a few years off of them. I mean, that's like, it's -6 degrees here in Minnesota, and your car hasn't started for 6 months, and you jump it, start it, and just start redlining the fuck out of it. I mean, that Narcan's gotta not be. There's some people, like homeless people in homeless encampments, in some of these cities, they get free Narcan. And they just use it as their drug failsafe. Like, they'll just do a shitload of heroin. Don't worry, if I OD, they'll give me Narcan. You can't be doing that, like, once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, at some point, that shit's got to kill you too, right? Fuck. Well, anyway, Andy Dick gave an interview to TMZ. And don't worry, Andy Dick's not going to get help. Don't worry, Andy Dick's not going to get any better. We're going to go back to just watching and waiting for him to die. Every person's last words before they die from this moment until Andy Dick's death should be, there is no God, because Andy Dick outlived me. Now, I'm joking, of course, there is a God. He's the Jewish one. And, but honestly, if no more people should be allowed to die until Andy Dick's gone. This guy's gotten so many chances.
Andy, how are you doing? You know, since everything happened yesterday.
Okay, I have a couple questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by everything? What is
The OD, you drug addict fucktard? What do you mean by everything? Oh, I'm sorry. Since your audition for that new Scorsese flick, how's everything going outside of that? Looks like you took it hard.
everything?
Since you know the video that came out.
What happened?
That's what I wanted to ask you. You know, are you okay?
Doesn't it look like I'm 100% fine?
Ladies and gentlemen, we just got owned by Andy Dick. Wow, don't we feel retarded? Don't I look 100% fine? Well, you know, since you put it that way, boy, do I feel sheepish.
110%.
Oh, fuck, that's
Now,
more
I
than
know
100.
You two were there with him
Oh,
yesterday. You know, are you guys?
Oh, yeah, this is the cocksucker who looked back to see if the camera was on. Yeah, you're a friend.
Able to tell us anything?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, what can you guys tell us?
I mean, we were going out to hang out with Andy. Adam had a whole, entire day
Andy, nobody watching this thinks it's anybody's but your fault.
planned, and he got away. He got away from us for a few minutes. He did something that messed him up, and I had to run get some Narcan. But it was a group effort of all of our friends that, you know, saved.
This guy doesn't give a shit about Andy. He's laughing. He's laughing because he's on TMZ. You know what, though? I just had an epiphany. This is Andy Dick's punishment for getting Phil Hartman killed. This is his lifelong punishment. You know what? I don't want Andy Dick to die. Make this motherfucker live forever, just like this. This is his punishment for killing Phil Hartman.
There was a guy that was my age and I felt for him. He has kids. Did you know that part?
Imagine what a fucking loser you have to be that Andy Dick feels bad for you. Cockroaches feel bad for Andy Dick.
He has kids, and he was depressed, and he was on the sidewalk, and I'm like, I'll sit with you. And then he whipped out, I'm sorry, but crack. And I'm like, you know what? I might need a little bit of that. I wanted to see what he was doing. And
It's always someone else's fault. Yeah, it's really sad guy. You know, me, Andy Dick, I was the good guy. I wanted to see how this crack addict was doing. Turns out the crack addict was not doing very well. But the crack addict was willing to share his crack with Andy. What a guy. And then one thing leads to another. You know, who hasn't been in that situation? I swear to God, I thought Andy Dick was going to say, and then he just blew crack dust in my face. There was nothing I could do.
also, I don't mind doing a little crack every now and then. But in this case, no, it was...
And when he went out...
By the way, these are his friends. These are his friends. Imagine if one of your friends said to you in front of other people, I don't mind doing a little crack now and then. And you just go, well, that's our buddy Andy. You are an asshole.
I grabbed his hand and I said, and I'm like, if you can hear me, grab my hand. He didn't grab my hand. I said, think of your grandbabies. He has 2 grandbabies. And he grabbed my hand and he held it, like he squeezed it.
Oh,
And I just wanted to say something for the record, is that I had been live streaming that day. We were going on an outing. And the only reason why I live streamed that happening to Andy is because I wanted a record of what was going on.
Oh, fuck you. No, you didn't. Shut up. I don't know who that guy is, but fuck him until the end of the earth. Oh, the only reason I was live streaming is I wanted a record. You opportunistic twat. You piece of shit. At least be honest about the fucking scum merchant that you are. I beg to hit my goal at the last 5 minutes of every show. I know what I am. I'm a small market radio hack who's clinging on to a dream by his fingernails. Your turn, asshole. You stream Andy because you're using him for money. That's why you set the camera down. Your friend OD'd on crack and you couldn't hit stop recording for a second. Oh, well, I wanted a record. You would have remembered something like that and you could have come back and told us about it. I just wanted a record, you lying shithead.
Because that doesn't usually happen.
Yeah, because everybody is getting down on him.
As they
but
should.
Listen, I get mad at him if he's not recording.
So you...
Oh, well, hey, guys, he's absolved. It's not his fault. The crackhead told him to keep recording. I mean, you have to listen to the crackhead, right? I don't know what this guy's name is. I hope he... Oh, you should get cancer.
didn't know this guy. You just met him yesterday?
Who?
The guy that you were with.
Oh, he was on the street.
Okay.
Yeah, and so was I. I ran away from these fools who are my real friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ran away from his real friends. You know, the ones who watch him smoke fucking crack until he dies. His pals.
That was stupid of me. And then
This cunt has been on Joe Rogan. You want to talk about a fall from grace? This guy was on network television every week, and he's been on Rogan's show. And he's in, I don't even want to know what fucking building this is, but ugh, with these cunts.
I just met this guy who was my age.
All this guy is thinking right now is, I bet you I'm going to rake in the views and the super chats on our next live stream.
I'm like, and he had...
This asshole, I'm sorry for pausing so much. I'm hot on this one. I bet you this cunt is, look at him, he's grinning, he's smiling. I bet you this asshole, whoever he is just thinking about how good this is for business. Doesn't give a fuck about Andy Dick, nor should he. Nobody. This asshole, you want to talk about someone who's been given more chances by more wealthy people, Andy Dick. Nobody should feel bad for him. But don't pretend you do, asshole. Do what the rest of us do and go, we're just filming him die.
Kids, and he was going through shit. He was smoking something on tinfoil. I'm like...
It must have been butter.
I know what that is. I'm like, I said, just give me some.
Oh, I hope everyone involved in this, it's like the Nuremberg trials. You're all guilty by association. All of you. Oh, that makes me, I wish I wouldn't have watched that with you. I really wish I hadn't. I wish I would have stayed away from that tonight. I'm in a great mood tonight. I'm excited for tonight's show. That pissed me off. That got me going. Fuck you, dude, with $2. Says if you tried chewing gum, could help with that jawline. Just trying to help. You know, I would rather help with the show rather than jawline. I mean, when we're having a perfect week, jawline joke away. Until then, you need me more. Says how much is a shekel anyway? It's a red boy. It's $100. That's how much a shekel is. Chevmatic with $1. Thank you for that $5 earlier. Says here in Seattle, they have posters on the trains that claim you're a good friend if you carry Narcan just in case. Right. Joey Caravello with $2 says Andy Dick's last request before he thought he was going to pass away was to taste Digger's poop tunnel. Can't blame the man. You Need Me More says, shh, it'll be okay. Will it? Let's find out. I'm having fun so far tonight. Keep hitting like, keep hitting subscribe, and keep supporting the show in the most generous ways you can. Nader P says Andy Dick is the one that knocked Phil Hartman's wife off the wagon, which led to her killing him. Yes, correct. That's why I've changed my mind, and I hope Andy Dick lives until a ripe old age, and he suffers, and it's terrible, and it's awful, because he deprived the world of Phil Hartman. Sapphire says, Aaron, the guy's name is Billy John. He has his own YouTube channel. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch that fucking twat. Billy John. Sitting there grinning after his so-called friend almost died because he got to be on TMZ and it'll be... I'm surprised he didn't plug his channel while he was on there. Can Andy Dick get some paid family leave? Can we get... $280, you guys. You're looking good tonight. Keep that number climbing. I appreciate the early returns. Keep it up. Appreciate you. Love you. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit follow. I have a confession to make. I'm a little addicted to these Danny Finklestein memes that are coming out. So this is just a real quick transitional thing. Since the Piers Morgan, Nick Fuentes thing, where Nick Fuentes just... first of all, 3.2 million views, I believe, already on Piers' channel. It's his biggest video by far. When Nick Fuentes said, I'm tired of using the Holocaust as clout, and I'm tired of them using it as a get-out-of-jail-free card and to guilt people, and Piers goes, I don't know anybody who's ever done that. And then literally goes, my friend Danny Finklestein wanted to tell you about his mum dying so he can plug his book on the show and make you feel bad about Hitler. Unbelievable lack of self-awareness. Well, this guy came in and whined about his mom and his dad and his grandmom and the shoes and the gold teeth and the Holocaust and everything else. And so he goes on Piers' show during the Fuentes interview. Everybody instantly makes a meme of this guy. So they've been putting him into different situations, different movie scenes, different settings. I've seen him with a Santa hat on while people are standing outside their Christmas decorations. And he just comes into otherwise jovial, happy places and starts talking about his Holocausted mom and grandma.
Hitler arrested my mum, tried to starve my mum to death, did starve my grandmother to death, sent my great aunt to the gas chamber, my great uncle, my cousin.
I don't care.
There's a bunch of those. If you just go on X and if I type in Danny Finklestein, whether it's video, whether it's oh, look at this. This is an article by old Dan. We can't let white anger exploit free speech. It sounds like one of them. And then this was great. This is not a parody. Daniel Finklestein on Twitter, this guy wrote, "At least send Nick Fuentes a copy of the book for free, Danny." And Finklestein said, "Nah, he can buy a copy." Doesn't want to educate him that bad that he sends him a book for free. Heaven forbid. A lot of these people. Danny Finklestein selling 2 copies of his shitty book after crying about the Holly on Piers. Oh God, there's so much Danny Finklestein stuff. I just want to get to the memes, baby. There's a lot of people who really fucking hate this guy. Deleted scene from the Daniel Finklestein cameo just leaked on X. Oh, did somebody AI it? Oh boy.
Hey Zoomers, do you ever wonder what makes your skin stay on? I ate Jesus Christ's entire face.
That was not Danny Finklestein. He has an English accent. Somebody edited that. It's not what it was. That was not Danny Finklestein actually saying that. Oh, I guess there's a bunch of these clips of him thinking it's totally okay to kill a bunch of Gazans and shit. Oh man, there's some really dark stuff around this guy. But yeah, go and take a look at that. They're really giving him a hard time in the best way. Red Fox Mad with $5 says, "I am here for the Facebook post about a side-by-side refrigerator with ice and water in the door. I will take it. When can I come pick it up, Aaron?" If you want my old fridge for free and you want to go find the Freon leak, if you take it out of here, you can have it. Joey Caravello with $2 says, "Google Mindy Finklestein. You'll get a good laugh. Trust me." All right. Mindy Finklestein. Gun control. Worked as a summer camp counselor at a Jewish community center. You don't say. Mindy Finklestein survived by being shot by a white supremacist at a Jewish community center in 2018. Why would I have a good laugh? That's terrible. That's awful. Joey, why do you have to come in here and kill the vibe with that shit? What the hell just happened? I'm sitting here. We're having a good time. We're having a good laugh. We're yelling at Andy Dick's friends. We're making fun of Danny Finklestein in a very lighthearted way. Joey Caravello goes, "Oh, look at this lady. She got shot for being Jewish." I'm like, whoa. Easy there, hombre. What's the deal? Fucking hell. Good God, man. 292 of you checking out the toe right now. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Fuck you, dude, with $2. Says, "Just braise the leak shut, Aaron. It's not that hard." They can't find it. They didn't want to take apart the entire fridge to find where it was. It wasn't readily apparent, and it's a 19-year-old fridge. So they said, it's shot. So go ahead. Do your best. I don't want any money for it. It's fucking broken. Take the damn thing. Go ahead and DM me. I'll give you the damn thing. You want to fix it? I would encourage you to do so. I mean that. I mean that like in the best way possible. Take yourself, if you're mechanically inclined, get yourself a free stainless steel refrigerator. And if you fix it, just like new. Just like new. Damn it, Aaron. I love the show too, but fuck, these stories are pissing me off. Which one? The Andy Dick one? I'm sorry. I apologize. Redbird with $10 says 1 ounce of silver is $63 right now. Before you throw a few pennies at the toe, consider the value of investing in a good laugh versus a precious metal that is far safer from inflation than your savings. Why are you guys doing this to me? I do. I wish I didn't love my audience as much as I do. I wish I hated you guys more. Because I should. I should hate you. I should dislike you, but that's very funny. As a matter of fact, if that becomes the theme of tonight's show, people donating, but just saying what's better to spend your money on while they donate, I kind of like the theme. I got to be honest with you. You guys are off to a great start today. We're just 62 members away from 600. I appreciate all of your generosity. So JD Vance responded to this Thomas Clay Jr. If you didn't see this, this Thomas Clay Jr. swears that he saw JD Vance with his wife Usha at a restaurant, and JD Vance was mad at her and pissed off and arguing with her, and he caught it all. He got a picture of it. The vice president was in the restaurant he was in. There was no Secret Service. There was no security anywhere. The vice president of the United States just came into the restaurant wearing a sleeveless shirt, because that's what Vice President Vance does. He wears his sleeveless shirt. He wears his finest cutoff. He doesn't take security with him. He's a man of the people, and he goes and yells at his Indian wife. So this guy, Thomas Clay Jr., swears he thought he saw J.D. Vance. And he wrote, "Looks like things are not so good in Republicanistan." Sounds like he's been watching Candace Owens. "Usha is a liberal, always has been. Apparently they were having an argument loud enough to quiet the restaurant. Why is he wearing a T-shirt?" So this Thomas Clay Jr. swears he saw J.D. Vance. He was yelling at her wife. It quieted down the whole restaurant. And Republicans, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Well, what are the odds that J.D. Vance retweets your photo? The vice president of the United States retweets your photo and comments on it. J.D. Vance retweeted it today and said, "I always wear an undershirt when I go out in public to have a fight loudly with my wife." Well, it makes him feel right at home, don't you know? I mean, this is one of the curses of social media. Use your fucking head for 5 seconds before you post something. Just a mild modicum of common sense would have saved this guy what will now be a lifetime worth of embarrassment. He saw a guy in a T-shirt screaming at his wife, and instead of going, "Wow, it's uncanny how much that guy looks like the vice president, but obviously isn't," instead he went, "Can't believe vice president doesn't go out with security, wears a white T-shirt out to dinner. I tell you what, must be my lucky day. I think I'll buy a Mega Millions on the way home." Guys, just it only takes a second, maybe a second and a half. Think and then post. Trust me, you're going to thank me for it. Oh, man. Joey Caravello. Never mind. I'm interrupting. Joey Caravello's fighting with somebody. Landers says, "Less news, more Jew bashing would put this show on top." I have a feeling it's the Jew thing that I'm trying to take a break from all that shit, because I feel like people get bored of it. I'm trying to do a little less of that stuff. For God's sake, I want to make some money. I want to have a great show. Redbird with $5 says, oh, God, here we go. Thank you, Redbird, for the 5. He says, "Silver has tripled in the last 9 months. Take every dollar you donated this year and multiply it by 3 and think about your life choices." Thank you for the $5, Redbird. I appreciate it. You guys, keep it up. You're doing great. This is the story I was telling you about at the top of the show. This is the suspended doctor in Oregon. He's not suspended necessarily for doing anything wrong with a patient. Nobody complained about the medical service that they received from him. In fact, this guy has been performing free medical procedures on people. I mean, he's been going above and beyond. When he's not in the office, he's still providing medical services to family, friends, and his girlfriend. It's that part that's gotten him suspended from his job. What did he violate a moonlighting policy? Well, here, let's take a look.
A Toledo doctor accused of using his estranged wife's information to get abortion drugs for his girlfriend and then forcing the girlfriend to take them against her will is now facing criminal charges.
What for what? What did he do? He didn't think they were financially in a place that was all right to have a baby. It's called family planning.
Today, a grand jury indicted Hassan James Abbas.
Well, that explains a lot. Usually they just kick them. I think they can just still throw him downstairs. And as long as there were no male witnesses, we're straight.
On multiple charges, including abduction, unlawful distribution of an abortion-inducing drug, and identity fraud.
Dude, when even the state of Oregon, home of Portland, says that you went too far on an abortion, you done fucked up, son.
As he reported, Abbas is a surgical resident at the University of Toledo. He was placed on administrative leave last month after state officials suspended his medical license. For more
This guy was so efficient at aborting, at killing Muslim babies that he's now been recruited into the IDF. See, I gave you Jew people something for you there.
On these new developments, you can go to 13abc.com.
No shit, really? You guys want to go to 13abc.com? Yeah, no, me neither. I'm good. I mean, giving your girlfriend the abortion pills in her sleep. I mean, we had the one guy, remember that Marine? The story of the Marine who hooked up with a girl, knocked her up, and then kept texting her to like bully her and like pressure her into taking abortion pills. He's like, just take them like this, blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, but I really don't want to. And he'd ignore she was saying anything. And you would just go, all right, and then after that, you're going to feel a little cramping. And he's like trying to walk her through the process. She's like, you don't understand. I would like to have the child. All right, and then on the second day, you're going to take this other pill, and that's going to clean everything out. And you're going to... This guy didn't even bother with that part. He probably saw that story, and he goes, ooh, that sounds hostile and messy. Well, you know, she is a mouth breather in her sleep. What if I just dump them down her gullet, crush it down to a fine powder, and just drop it right down her pie hole while she's sleeping? She'll never know, except for the whole miscarriage thing. So they're not going to let him be a doctor anymore. I mean, at least the guy knew which dosage to give her. He's not going to get to be a doctor anymore, and he's going to face criminal charges. Yeah, in Ohio or in Oregon, they don't like you performing abortions. They like to do that themselves over there. You need me more, gifting a membership. Thank you very much. 61 memberships away from 600 now. Thank you guys very much. I mean, Jesus, keep this energy up. I love it. Waylon getting that gifted membership. Thank you. Redbird with $2 says SP should take notes and find black market Ozempic. God damn, Redbird's on fire tonight. Holy shit. That was not a bad one. 09 Canyon says she could have choked to death while sleeping. What a jerk. My Lost Interest says, whatever happened to the good old punch to the stomach? You know, Patton Oswalt, back when he was really funny, used to have a joke about hiring a skinhead to kick his girlfriend in the stomach. It was... Oh, God, where there's an old Patton Oswalt pregnancy scare joke. It's really, I know you guys think of Patton Oswalt and you go, ew, yuck, but he was really good in his prime. The Dr. Pepper joke is actually one of my favorites. Patton Oswalt pregnancy scare, I think is what it would be called. I don't think it was this one.
I'm having a daughter, and
No, it's not the having a daughter one. This is way early on. It's too bad that this one's so old that we can't find it. Oh, racist cell phones, birth control, and a stupid heckler.
Here's how fucked up my channel was.
This is from his first album.
I remember in 1980 when cell phones first came out. I'm like 10 years old, and I'm having breakfast at a friend's house. His mom is making us breakfast. And out of nowhere, and apropos of nothing we'd been talking about, his mom turns around and says, if you guys ever get a cell phone and you're in a black or Hispanic neighborhood, don't use it because they'll know you're rich and they'll kill you.
It actually sounds like super based advice from mom. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I don't want to spend tonight just listening to old Patton Oswalt bits, especially while you guys are in a very good, generous mood. I want to give you a good show. There's a callback to that joke in the pregnancy
like Mexicans, bitch! Stupid. But it made the fucking better because it was like Viking sex on a burning ship. Like, to go get a...
here we go.
We're lying there. And she
says
said,
after he had sex with a random girl with no protection.
As we have got to go get a morning after pill right now. There is no way I'm not pregnant. You came in my brain. So I was like, okay. She's very beautiful. So we go to Planned Parenthood, where my cell phone didn't work.
That's all I wanted you to hear. For those of you who are like, God, I don't want to listen to a fucking Patton Oswalt bit. Thinking about the woman taking the abortion pill made me think of the Planned Parenthood where my cell phone didn't work bit. That was it. That was all. That's all I wanted to show you. That's it. All right, guys, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. 293, tickling the balls at 300. Just push it over the edge already. YouTube, you were looking very promising tonight. I'm looking at you. You're fucking suspect. Rumble, beautiful. Love you, as always. I made a prediction that YouTube would not get into the 3 digits tonight, and I'm kind of teetering on that prediction. Hit thumbs up, prove me wrong, make me look like an asshole. Nader P gifting a membership to Alex Jones was wrong. Thank you guys so much. Now in even 60 memberships away from 600. I mean, keep this going. I'm genuinely charmed. I appreciate it. Thank you very much to Anonymous Fake. I want to thank Anonymous Fake Dono, but I can't get to the goddamn message. OG Anonymous Fake Dono with $10. Says, just get yourself a couple of friends that do crack. Follow them around and record them. Play it on your show. No more missed goals. That's a great point. If I find a couple of crackhead friends and I just record them ODing all the time, we won't miss a goal ever again. That's a great idea. Oh, my goodness. Alex Jones was wrong, says, Toe's going to yell at us about crosstalk, y'all. Not in a million years. If the money's coming in and you guys are being generous, here's what I figure. You support the show. You own the fucking chat. And in between stories, sometimes I like watching your little fights that you're having. They're entertaining for me. And if they're entertaining for me, they've got to be entertaining for the audience. So thank you guys very much. Keep up whatever you're doing. Keep it up. I appreciate it. Let's do some HOA bashing. I hate HOAs. Hate them, hate them, hate them. They're fun suckers. They hate anything that's good. They can't bend their little rules at all, not even a little. And if the people who run your HOA live in the neighborhood, you might as well find a rope and a beam because these people are going to drive you to fucking kill yourself. They are the absolute worst. These are people who in life should never have any power. They probably have aspirations to be in fucking Congress. And they shouldn't have any power because they get a little bit of it and they go apeshit retarded like Tim Walz. And they just enforce everything. Knock on your door. They just... did you know that the edging on your landscaping is actually 3.5 inches into the yard? It actually has to be 2.5 or less into the yard. And I know that you just got those flowers and technically the color scheme is all wrong for the color of your house, which we all kind of thought that every addition to the property should actually match the siding color. And even though flowers aren't technically an addition to the property, I thought you'd kind of play along, to humor the rest of us because we kind of think of ourselves as a family here. I would kick these people in the throat day one. I wouldn't be able to make it. But if you choose to live in an HOA, that's the shit you have to deal with. I imagine that living in an HOA around Christmas time makes you want to go Chevy Chase on a bitch in Christmas vacation. This is a story of a man named Brady. This is an HOA that won't let people have certain fucking Christmas decorations in their front yard. These people should be burned at the stake. And if that gives me a YouTube strike, I will take it and say Merry fucking Christmas. Let's go to that one first. Redbird with another $5. Thank you, buddy. He says, with marriage number 3 in the forecast, history would support the crackhead theory. What if I decide on marriage number 3 that I'm going the other way? Well-adjusted, beautiful, normal, supportive. What, do you ever think that maybe I'd make a good decision? Yeah, fair point. All right, let's go on to the HOA story, shall we?
Neighborhoods are decked out with snowmen, menorahs, and sparkling.
Whoa. I thought we were doing a Christmas story. Oh, by the by, before we get too deep into this one, Chuck Schumer and a Republican, I think it was Mike Johnson. I think Mike Johnson and Chuck Schumer were with some fucking rabbi today, and they were lighting a menorah to celebrate Hanukkah in Congress. The menorah was made of missile parts that were shot down by the Iron Dome. Yay! We're lighting our menorah with genocide defense parts. Fuck.
But one Germantown family is now in the middle of a feud about their lights and outdoor decorations. 7 News' Christian.
Well, their argument, the HOA's argument better be that they're way too beautiful and they need to keep them on later so people can take fabulous pictures and look at them with their children.
Flores is in the community now with what both sides are saying.
I want this HOA asshole, which I guarantee is probably a lady, I want her on the news in front of a camera to say this shit to our faces. Go ahead and ruin Christmas. I have a theory about her, but I don't want to say until I know.
It's that time of year where families all across...
Hey, look, I like a fat gay guy doing a Christmas story. That just makes sense. All pudgy and jolly.
The area are celebrating Christmas and showing off their Christmas spirit with decorations like this. And over
Don't
here,
make the fat guy walk up a hill, even a small one.
In Germantown, you have this family really going all out for the holidays. They have the Nutcracker statues, the lights, and the nativity scene. But it's these very...
It's good to know that that family has a dad living there. I'm just assuming who else is putting up those nutcrackers.
Decorations that's getting them cool in their stockings this year in the form of hundreds of dollars in fines.
Just a little fun entryway to our...
Holy shit, I did not see that part coming. I expected this guy's lawn would have like an 8-armed bejeweled woman. No, wow, good for him. H-1B visas do cause assimilation. I was wrong.
House.
It's an annual Christmas tradition Pahan Salgado and his family never miss out on.
I just lost my first bet on this story. Holy shit.
It's just a wonderful time of the year for everyone. It's reflecting back on our faith and our values. The joy it brings to so many people is beyond words can describe.
I now officially love this man. I love that man unironically. I've changed my mind on immigration. But only his family members get to come here.
Decorations are beautiful, and I enjoy it. And when my kids come up, they love it.
These decorations also with a deeper meaning.
What we have here is our family manger scene that is very important to us, and it's dedicated to our late grandmothers. So we put 2 angels.
But getting into the Christmas spirit has also landed the family on the naughty list with their HOA, which sent this letter letting them know they owe $650 in fines because they're in violation of nuisance rules.
Eat my Indian ass, lady. And I'm saying lady because it's probably a lady. You've got to be shitty. Read the room from December 1st to January 6th. Yes, I'm giving you 2 weeks. Those people get to have Christmas lights up, and so does everybody else.
Disturbing anybody. The lights are strictly within our boundaries of our land. It's not going outside. It's not touching anybody's yard.
However, neighbors who also have lights, like this one across the street, say they have not...
Boo! Gay! Gay lights! Yours suck. Be more like the Indian guy, loser. Sorry, I just had to heckle them because, you know, how about a little effort? I haven't put any of my lights up yet.
Not gotten any violation notices.
It brings us joy. I don't know what it is. Why are they targeting these wonderful people?
I have a theory, but you won't show me who runs the HOA.
Say this ongoing feud won't dim their Christmas spirit.
This is our core values and our religion, and we don't want to step back from what we believe in.
Which I gotta say, that part shocks the living shit out of me, that's your religion. Good for you, buddy. I want to see if I can get the name Middlebrook Manor South Homeowners Association. I want to see if I can find any names. Otherwise, we can look it up, and that's fine too. All these people, all the people they're quoting in this story, love these people. The lawyer has not responded as of publication. Okay, so let's go back up. Let's find the name of the Middlebrook Manor South Homeowners Association. Middlebrook Manor South HOA. I've got to see who's in this I need to see it. Middlebrook Community Association. Here we go. Founded in 2009. Krabs Branch, unverified. I don't have any names with it. I need to know who's in this fucking HOA. It doesn't look like it's listed. Middlebrook Community Association, governing documents, photos, calendar. Nope. Can't find anything. I hate these people. And I don't even get to exercise my hate because I'm not even sure who it is. Oh, no. What are you guys fighting about? MSO says, that damn shirt, Aaron, is more offensive than any decorations. My Lost Interest says, maybe his neighbors enjoying the lights should pay the fine. Yeah, let me tell you, sometimes when you hold out a can and you rattle it for people, they love to fill that thing up. Sometimes they don't. Tonight, so far, so good. Alex Jones was wrong, says this is the show that Aaron does when he can't read chat. It's a good fucking show. If this is the show I do when I can't read, by the way, I can read chat all I want if I want to. I was just reading chat. But if I can't read chat, if you don't think this is a good fucking show, you're fucking broken inside, my friend. Broken. $1 from Numero Uno says, you see this? Denny and his co-host argued about this for an hour and almost came to blows. Numero Uno, if you're going to make me watch a Denny clip, I'm going to need more than $1 from you. You do know we lost by 120 this morning, right? I'm not in the dollar bill, y'all, business. I'm in the trying to make grow. I'm in the leaps and bounds business. Tonight, my friend, $1 to uproot. And not only that, we kind of got a fun show tonight. Anybody who's watching right now will tell you it's a good fucking time. Rumble keeps climbing. YouTube's going up. 317 of you. You know, I've been questioning the evening show for a couple of weeks now, and you guys bounce back with a 318 day. Damn fine night. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit follow. I appreciate you. Let's do this. I've not gotten to do this one yet. I want to do this one. Men, if you're looking for the ultimate edge in life and the gym, this stack's for you. It's even backed by boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. Y'all must have forgot. The science behind this stack is simple but powerful. Let me explain why Man's Edge and 300K are the perfect 1-2 punch. The 300K supports your IGF-1 levels, which are critical for muscle recovery, strength, and endurance. Don't I know? Pair that with Man's Edge testosterone booster, and you're looking at improved stamina, vitality, and overall energy. Here's the science. IGF-1, like your body's repair team. It helps fix and grow muscles after you work out so you can feel stronger, recover faster. Neutronics Labs has the strongest and purest natural IGF-1 available in the world. Man's Edge adds an extra boost by supporting your testosterone levels, giving you the drive, the energy, and the focus to crush the day. Together, they're the ultimate fuel for performing your best. Ready to feel like a champion again? Check out Neutronics Lab now. They're proudly veteran-owned and have been helping people for over 25 years. Fight back against aging and reclaim your vitality with Neutronics Labs now. Y'all must have forgot. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for humoring me on this fine evening show. Joey Caravello wants to explain to me no, my lost interest. It was not boner pills. That would be a Blue Chew read. And when they're available, I always do them. Blue Chew pays very well for those reads, I'll have you know. So did Neutronics Lab. The ones that pay very well, those are the ones I be doing. Joey Caravello wants to talk about the audience drama that's going on right now. $2 from Joey Caravello. Says, I will explain. This Sapphire woman thinks I'm someone I'm not. Aaron knows my name's Jay, and I'm not Australian. Fact, Jack. Don't fucking involve. Don't make me one of your witnesses. Are you out of your fucking mind? Silverwolf says, Christ, can you all knock it off before I fucking mute you all? Yeah, can everybody just calm down a little bit? Can everybody just chill out and not fight with each other? I mean, for God's sake, there's two things going on right now. Number one, it's Christmas. Number two, the toe in the evenings hasn't had a win since last Tuesday, and we're going to celebrate both tonight. Thank you very much. 09 Canyon says, Aaron is looking forward to the 5th day of Christmas and the 5 gold cock rings. It's not what they're called. I don't look forward to that. It's not a thing. Justin Herbert was reluctant to do a post-game interview with ESPN's Laura Rutledge. So this is what Denny and company were arguing about. All right, you know what, numero uno, I'll go with you. Because I think if I do this, even though technically I shouldn't, I feel like it's a goodwill thing that will bring me back, what do you call that? Good karma for tonight. So, like, she tried to get an interview with him, and he's like, no, thank you. I want to go celebrate with my team. And then she said, just real quick, and he stopped for a while and talked to her. So far, I see nothing wrong with this. This certainly isn't worth a 1-hour argument on a podcast. What was the fucking issue? What could they possibly have argued about that clip? What? Okay, he wanted to go celebrate with his team. She said, I just need a minute. And then he took like 45 seconds, and that was it. Numero Uno says, could you do an episode where it's all just Rumble ad reads? I'm into it. No, because they only let you do one like every 25 minutes, and they only let you do max 3 a show. Otherwise, I'd clean them the fuck out. Numero Uno says, can you now spend 4 hours watching Denny and Carl argue about this? I'm fiending. Let's see. I can't talk about the goal before the last 5 minutes. For a red boy, I will. For a red boy or 20 gifted memberships, I will watch them. I will go overtime tonight, and I will watch them argue about it. That's my price. If you're new to this show, I never say no to anybody. All right? When people say, will you do this? And even if it's something that sucks and it's terrible or whatever, I'll always put a price on it. I'll always give people an opportunity. So 20 memberships or a red boy, I will you know what? You've got it, my friend. You've got it. Outside of that, I really don't feel like putting myself through it. With all due respect. What the fuck is wrong with you perverts? You guys are gross. I'm really disappointed in you. You're goddamn disgusting. You're a bunch of can't get enough, disgusting, freakish porn perverts. Did you know that? And you don't even watch regular porn. You're parasocial as shit, and you pay girls with tits and assholes to DM you and talk to you and show them their raunchy pics and make special videos for you. The country's spending the most money on OnlyFans. I'm almost positive that the United States of America damn near spends more on OnlyFans than every other country on this list combined. $2.63 billion in OnlyFans spending in the United States. We have a problem. I'm sorry, guys. You can't blame the Jews for this one. Because people say, Jews own the porn industry. And they do. Absolutely. And it's corrupting and it's corrosive and it's awful. But you can lead the goy to water, but you can't make them drink. You guys are the ones that slurp up the booty water from, what's her name, Madison Rain's asshole? That ain't the Jews. The Jews just go, would you like to see this? I've got naked girls for you. And you guys go, oh, naked girls, take all my money, Jewish man. Ah, thank you. It's not like they had to twist your dick. Twist his dick. It wasn't necessary. 2.63. Guys, take it easy. Chill. Now, I will admit, a year or two ago, April and I added $5 to that total because we were on the show talking about one of Amaranth's like drama things, and we needed to go check it out. So while we were on the show, we bought the membership and then canceled the membership right away. So we still had to pay, I think it was $5 or $7. But it was for research, like Pete Townsend. But you guys are spending 2 points. And by the way, the girl they put on there is that Madison Rain. She alleges that she's a virgin. It's like her, I guess that's a gimmick now. Being a virgin is a gimmick on OnlyFans. $2.63 billion. The next on the list, the UK at $531 million. We are $2.1 billion. We're about $2.1 billion higher in OnlyFans spending than the next country. Now, 530, that's 880. That's about 1230. 1.2, 1.5, 1.7, 2.2, 2.6. So yeah, the United States spends more on OnlyFans than the next 9 in the top 10 combined. Holy shit. New York City, Los Angeles, and Chicago are among the cities with the highest spending. I bet you we have cities in this country that spend more on OnlyFans than other nations in the top 10. Guys, it's time to talk. We have a problem. Now, I know, you probably spend it on the really nice, like, cooking OnlyFans and the ones that are showing you how to replace bike tires and shit like that. But some of it's going to the titty girls. Gotta be honest. Shit Show with 199 says, how much to eat a stick of butter? You know, you guys have been trying that one for 2 years. I am impressed that you still keep it up. We're going to pretty much be going out of business when we're doing the stick of butter price. Right now, I would say the price on the stick of butter is $100,000. I will eat a stick of butter for $100,000, and that will be it. That will be it. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Hold on. There is a guy watching our show right now who wants to know where the best place to go to watch it would be. That's a interesting question. I'm gonna send him the link. That's so nice of him. There we go. There you go, buddy. My Lost Interest says, I just jack it to Gilligan's Island reruns. I like that. That's a minimalist. A minimalist. Numero Uno says, USA #1 again. Congratulations. Yes, people say we don't make anything anymore. We make lots of jizz with our own hands as we watch OnlyFans videos. Numero Uno says, I won't even subscribe to Whitney Cummings' OnlyFans. She doesn't have an OnlyFans. She doesn't have an OnlyFans. Don't say shit like that to me. I don't want to know if that's true. McBuster says, if she says she has an OnlyFans page, run. You never know what the pay pigs make them shove in there. #1 request, probably, what do you call it? What's the thing that you put? You know, the old-timey, there's a word for it. Your grandmother had those paper towel stands that were just that block of wood with the thing going up. And you put the paper towel on that and it rotated that way. There was a name for what that stick was, and that would be the #1 request for insertion. Bapa Shab says, one bad week and he'll be eating butter like it's nobody's business. Yeah, I mean, we missed by 120 this morning. So I would say it's not quite that bad, but you know what? A few more of those, and who knows, maybe the price of that stick of butter goes down. Who knows? Front Porch Conservative with $9.99 says, Aaron, why can't we blame the Jews for the OnlyFans spending? Yahweh knows we're blaming them for everything else, but that they don't deserve it. Not that they don't deserve it, but still. I just don't think it's fair to blame the Jews for our lack of ability to stop jacking it. I think that's a little beyond the pale. Thank you, Front Porch. That puts you in second place at $80 this week. Appreciate that. Coltrane's the only one above 100 this week, 102. That means you guys have been spreading it around nicely. Walter at $70, TDR Shit Show at 52, and in Central Booking is Tin Man with 50. Thank you. Fuck you, dude says, how much to eat a jar of queso and a pack of hot dog buns? Oh, I gotta have that's another 100,000. That's if I say 100,000, that means I'm gonna give it a number to be consistent, but I don't ever want to do it. An entire jar of queso, do you know what that would do to you? Oh, I wouldn't walk for a week. You'd just be shitting and farting and the cheese and queso farts. How many calories in a jar of white queso? All right, don't sit here. Totaling 700 to 1,200 calories for the entire jar. Then you got to figure $1.50 for each hot dog bun. 8-pack of buns, 800 for 1,200. So that's about 2,400 calories for a whole pack of hot dog buns and a jar of white queso. Can't do it. Can't do it. Numero uno says, fuck you, dude. Aaron only drinks queso off the air. I don't drink it. I dip chips into it, and sometimes I'll top a burrito with it. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Thank you guys very much for your support. YouTube went considerably down, so they missed my challenge tonight, but you guys are still at 320 tonight. I appreciate that. Rumble climbing nicely. Keep hitting like, keep hitting follow, and keep gifting those memberships, boys and girls. I love that. And remember that they're putting the mRNA vax in your food, and you need to go to trackdoc.com. I love those. I saw this today. You know, I watched that Diddy documentary on Netflix, and oh my God. Let me tell you something about Diddy. He is a gigantic piece of shit. It's a really big one. Jeff with $20 says because he earned it. $20 from Jeff on Venmo. Thank you, buddy.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck.
Hey, I want everybody doing that. That makes me feel pretty and shit. Thank you very much, Jeff. I appreciate it. Guys, keep this energy up, and I'm loving this. I want to see this continue. I don't want to see it slow down. Thank you. Numero uno with $1 says they're putting the mRNA vax in the queso. Trackdoc.com. Oh my God, please go on a rally of Rumble rants with trackdoc.com messages. I would die to see how creative you guys could get with that. Scousko says KB is sending the IRS to all you podcasters. Oh, please do. I am such a good cuck of the government. I have to tell you, I'm going to be signing up for my Minnesota paid leave here, be paying all my fees. I do all my reports every quarter. I file all my W-2s and my K-1s and all of my stuff for the corporation. I am such a good cuck of the government when it comes to running my business. So let me just say this to KB. I endorse KB if he's saying that we should send the IRS after all these podcasters. I agree. They should send them to my door and everyone else's door. Make sure your money's right. Make sure you're incorporated. I fully support Kevin Brennan. My Lost Interest gifting a membership because he's a fucking dude and a half. 59 members away from 600. Thank you guys very much. Keep it up. So I want, like I was saying before, Jeff was so incredibly generous. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, hey, breaking news. If you guys like My Lost Interest, My Lost Interest made a Candace Owens Tim Pool video today. I'm going to check that shit out. So anyway, I watched the Diddy thing. Holy shit, is that guy a raging fucking drug addict? I don't even think I have to say allegedly. I mean, they caught him with all the designer cocaine in his house and everything else. We learned a couple of things from that documentary. One, Diddy took midlife crisis way too fucking hard. And two, 50 Cent hates the fucking shit out of P. Diddy. Also a rumor, judging by an Instagram drawing that 50 Cent posted, that his next target for a documentary is Jay-Z. This is interesting because for many years, people have theorized that Jay-Z is an Illuminati guy. They think that Murder Inc. symbol is an Illuminati sign. Personally, I always found it to just be the diamond cutter. DDP forever. Shout out Diamond Dallas Page. Paige Falkenberg. Anyway, a documentary on Jay-Z would be very interesting because a lot of us, myself included, think that P. Diddy is some kind of tool of not the Illuminati, but like the power structure. Like in a way, he was like the Black Epstein. He organized all these parties and there were underage prostitutes, I believe, and they were servicing millionaires and billionaires in the entertainment industry, in the music industry, and keeping them blackmailed. And I think P. Diddy fell afoul of somebody, or maybe he got careless with all the drugs and they said, we got, the powers that be said, we got to shut down his operation. He's a loose cannon and he'll fuck us over. And they did. It would be interesting if 50 Cent decides to make a Jay-Z documentary and we do uncover that maybe he's, one of the boys for, again, the white and Jewish powers that be. That's one that 50 Cent might get. They might clip him for that. They might clip him for it. $1 from numero uno. He says Melton is hiding the Epstein list in his hunch. Trackdoc.com. $1 from numero uno. Aaron hides cocaine in SpaghettiOs. Trackdoc.com. Numero uno with $1 says Chad hides vodka in his pants. ChadZumacComedy.com. Again, I'm enjoying the Trackdoc.com posts. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. Keep that shit up. I appreciate you guys tonight. So this was very interesting. I saw this on Twitter after watching the Diddy documentary because your phone's totally not listening and watching. This is Oprah Winfrey with 4 of her friends throughout time and history. We've got Oprah and Diddy, Oprah and Harvey Weinstein, Oprah and Bill Cosby. Well, you see, I put the pudding pop in Oprah's pussy, and then I gave her Spanish fly, and I ate it before she fell asleep. And then I don't know who this lesbian is. I don't think it's Russell Simmons. But is Russell Simmons a creep? Did he do anything wrong? Did I miss something on Russell Simmons? I don't know who this lesbian black woman is. I'm not sure. But I don't know if this means, I bet you Oprah was like given her success and given her power from like dirty, disgusting, child molesting Illuminati assholes. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure she was, but I don't think she was like part of the thing. I think she was like their, blackface for white women. She was the one to make white people feel comfortable. I think she was an instrument of the machine. I don't think she was the machine. I really don't. And I want to believe this. I want to believe the connections and the conspiracy, but like she interviewed everybody. So she's probably going to be posing and hobnobbing with just about everyone. I mean, think of how many people, all right, if it's the 90s, think of how many people had pictures with both Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein. If you were successful in show business in the 90s, you probably took pictures with these guys. So look, I'm not saying Oprah's never done any evil satanic shit. She probably has. I'm saying that's not the evidence you're looking for. Maybe she's on the Epstein list. Taste Fairy Ialto says, that's actually Danny Finklestein. Oh, see, now I feel bad for Oprah. If that's Danny Finklestein, then she was probably sitting there and he's going, oh, that me mom died in the Holocaust and me dad died in the communists and my grandma died in the... So that's not kind. That's not, Danny Finklestein. Oh, you know what? Papa Shab with a good point. Remember her and The Rock and their Maui relief fund that disappeared? That's a good point. And didn't Oprah buy like a shitload of land on top of the Maui wildfires at a greatly reduced rate? And that was the wildfire where a couple of fucked up things happened. Number one, the people only got, what was it, $700 for their destroyed homes? And then the guy who was the police chief in Maui responding to the wildfire was also the chief of detectives in Las Vegas in charge of investigating the Las Vegas shooting. Amazing. That guy trained at the FBI offices in Quantico, by the way. That's crazy how that guy was everywhere. You might also know that that guy also was Diddy's head of security during the freak-off era. I mean, what are the odds that he's involved in all of these crazy things? He's like the Forrest Gump of law enforcement. Hey, man, I'm going to hold freak-offs and blackmail all of the people in the entertainment and movie industry. I got to pay. Hey, man, this guy's going to shoot up a bunch of people. I mean, he's going to shoot up a bunch of people. It's actually going to be a bunch of Mossad agents shooting up people in Las Vegas to scare the shit out of Americans and terrorize them and make them never feel safe and always on edge so they'll let us protect them. But you're going to be in charge of investigating it, all right? All right, I'll get wounded directly in the buttocks, sir. Very same guy. Oh, yeah, Bob Bashav, I remember that, too. He kidnapped someone for Diddy, by the way, on duty. Yeah, that woman sued him. Guess what happened to that lawsuit? It got dropped. That woman was adamant that that guy kidnapped her, bullied her into accepting something from Diddy to keep her mouth shut. She sued over the whole thing, and wouldn't you know, sometime last year, poof, it all went away. All right, you know what? I take back what I said about Oprah. She's one of the grimy pieces of shit, too. She's a little more than just a piece of the machine. She's in the machine. Fair enough. I'm buying it. You convinced me. 326 of you checking out the toe right now. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, and let's keep up that membership gifting. Let's keep up all that shit. I'm loving this vibe so far. Keep it up. Tilt says 50 is being asked to clean up the mess. He's part of the same shit. Oh, so you think 50 might be helping the Illuminati bury Diddy? And I like that better. I like that better. That 50 wants back into the business and 50 wants to be front and center again. And all these Illuminati types are like, absolutely, 50, you can have that spot. Just bury Diddy. Because now nothing's stopping Diddy from tattling on everybody and telling everybody what's up. So before he gets out of prison, they got to destroy his name so much and make him look like such a bag of shit that nobody will believe a word he says. And then one day they magically find him OD'd on his boat. I'm getting too good at this shit and I don't like it. Joey Caravello with $2 says, do you think Forrest Gump knew he had AIDS? I'll wait. I think the author of the book said it was hepatitis. I think the guy who wrote the book, Forrest Gump, or was it Robert Zemeckis who made the movie? One of the two said that Jenny had hepatitis. Is it confirmed Jenny had AIDS? It's not definitively confirmed in the movie, but the creator of the Forrest Gump book series, Winston Groom, stated Jenny died from hepatitis C, not B, C, contracted from her drug use. In his sequel book, Gump & Co., while the movie's screenwriter implied it was AIDS, creating confusion due to the time frame and shared symptoms, with the film hinting at an incurable virus. All right. So in the book, it specifically says it was Hep C, which was a known but poorly understood disease in the 80s consistent with drug use. In the movie, she says unknown virus, and it strongly suggests AIDS. Well, then how come did Forrest Gump have hepatitis? No, Forrest did not have hepatitis. The question of hepatitis is related to Jenny, his love interest, who died of an unnamed illness in the movie. So maybe the movie, it was AIDS. In the book, it was hepatitis. Forrest himself did not get AIDS. His wife, Jenny, died from an illness. But Forrest and their son, Forrest Jr., remained healthy, though the scrapped sequel planned to involve Forrest Jr., little Forrest, having HIV? Oh my God, that's horrible. The movie's about a retard who struggles with some crazy shit, but you don't give his son AIDS. Forrest isn't intellectually capable of dealing with that. By the way, McBuster, you're right. Jenny was a gold-digging bitch. God, I hate her. God, I hate her a lot. Found out he was a millionaire. Got really sick. rejected his advances so she could go off and party some more. Said, I'll take care of you. You can live with me. I love you. You don't know what love is. And she takes off in a cab and goes off and fucks around and discos her cunt off for another few years. Then when she has a kid and she's about to die and knows he's a shrimping magnet, she goes, hey, Forrest, I want you to take care of us. I want to marry you. Oh, by the way, I'm going to die next week, but I'd really like you to marry me and raise our kid. That poor fucking guy. Can't catch a break. I didn't know this year. I thought I would have got a phone call or an email or some kind of notification. But apparently the Golden Globes this year have a best podcast category. Neither myself nor Kevin Brennan were contacted about it. I'm a little upset. But me being a little upset is nothing compared to Harvey Levin being fucking apoplectic that Joe Rogan did not get nominated for best podcast. First of all, if you watch Joe Rogan's podcast, it's the most successful podcast. It's not the best. I watched him with John Cena. Cena was good. Rogan's not a great interviewer. Rogan just gets really good guests. He does. I think a lot of Rogan in the early days was a lot of his comedian friends he brought on too, but that, I mean, he deserves credit for that. He does great. But I think best podcast, Matt and Shane do a very good one. Theo Vaughn's podcast is good. He just had Tucker on. I listened to that today. That was solid. You know, though, that the podcast, you think the Golden Globes are going to pick Theo Vaughn, the guy who shits on Jews all the time? You think they're going to pick Shane Gillis, although he's kind of buddy with the mainstream now. They like him. He's not being too controversial. They don't mind that he says ching chong ding dong or whatever, as long as he doesn't talk about Israel. But the podcasts they picked are going to be two things: safe and politically acceptable. This is Harvey Levin talking about the Golden Globes nominations for Best Podcast.
Now begins the ridiculous award season. These awards are junk.
I love that he's becoming a cranky old Jew, and I mean that as a compliment. I love that that's his character now. He's starting to hunch over a little. He's still fucking freebasing TRT, but, you know, he's trying to stay young.
I mean, it makes absolutely no sense when you look at the new category, podcasts.
Look at that. Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. Who the fuck has ever listened to that? Call Her Daddy, which is popular, but isn't it just a couple broads yapping? Good Hang with Amy Poehler, where she brings in her other Hollywood friends and they talk about how amazing they are in Hollywood. The Mel Robbins Podcast, never heard of it. Smartless, never heard of it. Up First, never heard of it. So again, it's all a bunch of industry podcasts that the industry sucks each other off over and they all like. If they would have had this 5 years ago, they would have had that shitty podcast that all the late night guys did together. Like Colbert, Kimmel, Seth Meyers. I think there was one other one. They all did a show together. It was fucking dreadful. But those are the best podcast nominees.
How is it that Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn haven't been nominated? Well, I think there's an answer to that. And the answer has to do with this, which is leaning right.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's more than I thought Harvey Levin would say. But I think he should expand on the real reason.
And that's the way this goes. If you've ever watched the Academy Awards, when you hear somebody get up on stage and say anything to the left, they get huge applause. When it goes to the right, they get boos or silence. And it's just the way Hollywood works. And I've been around here for a long time. And that's the way.
I like this. Who would have thought that Harvey Levin would be our fucking guy on the inside ratting out all his Jewish buddies?
It works. And don't think I'm saying this as somebody who feels snubbed on the right. That's not the case. I'm a registered Democrat. I don't mind saying it because it's public record. So it's not like I have a dog in that fight, but it's ridiculous. How do you not nominate Joe Rogan, Does that make...
I mean, I actually respect them for... It's not that I think Joe Rogan got snubbed. I actually respect them for not nominating Rogan because I don't think Rogan has the best podcast. I just think that the ones they picked are such industry podcasts that it's so see-through. Like, it's kind of a hate-hate situation.
Any sense, whether you like his views or dislike them, he is a consequential, really good podcaster.
Okay, but does he need the award? That's my point. Like, when you're making $90 to $100 million a year, fuck a Golden Globe. I don't give a shit. Could buy Joe Rogan can buy somebody's Golden Globe. Did Andy Dick ever win one? He'd sell it. Joe Rogan can find himself a Golden Globe somewhere, and he can buy one.
He just is. That when you listen to the breadth of what he does, the depth of what he can do, and the honesty, at the very least.
Unless the Palantir guy's on. Then he can't be totally honest. Who's the Palantir? He gets really uncomfortable with the Israel stuff, too. The Palantir guy. The AI dude. Oh, God, why can't I? Peter Thiel. When Peter Thiel's on, he gets a little iffy. But outside of that, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Randy K with $10 says, please explain the radio situation. Don't listen to every episode, but did you turn a gig down? I haven't turned a gig down. I got offered one, and it's very small, and I don't need a very big one. Oh, God. I don't need a very big, deal starting out to throw it into what we're doing. But I think the one that I'm talking about now isn't going to work. I don't think I'll be allowed to do it here. I'll have to do it somewhere else. And it would also be and it has to be incorporated with the streaming part. It's also a much smaller station. I haven't said no. I'm considering it, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm holding out. There's 2 other people I'm talking to, and I know both of those are going to take a crazy fucking long time. This would be the one that I'd take right away, and I think I might be forcing it. I don't think I don't know. You know what? You're making me say too much already. You're making me tilt my hand too much already. $2 from Joey Caravello. He says, Alex Cooper takes it up the pooper. I don't know who Alex Cooper is. I don't know if they take it up the pooper. I do know that $10 and that $2 was very well appreciated. Guys, go fucking crazy. I appreciate your support tonight. Thank you very much. I love gifted memberships. Make those bad boys work. Hammer out those gifted memberships, and let's see how close to 600 we can get. You Need Me More says it's the motion of the ocean, right, Aaron? It's not what I said. McBuster says clipped. Tilt says a big one, LOL. Sam Show says you even did the hand gesture. Well, thank God that Chad Buzmak isn't here, huh? If that guy was here, I'd be in a lot of trouble, but I think I'm good. My Lost Interest says, always start with a small one and then work your way up to a big one. It's less painful, Aaron. Why'd you put the eggplant at the end of it? I don't understand why you would put that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Joey Caravello says, Alex Cooper is the chick from Call Her Daddy. Okay. Tilt says, you do birthday parties. Where can I contact you? Shut up. 59 memberships. Away from 600. Rumble, thank you. 346 of you checking out the show right now. Keep hitting like, keep hitting subscribe, keep hitting follow. Oh, my God. I need to open up our next round of stories here already. Thank you guys so much. We've been cruising tonight. Oh, we got the guy fucking with people's food during the DoorDash orders. And then we got Nikki Haley's son. I heard him on Tucker's show. He's way more based than his mom, and apparently he spends a lot of his time online trolling people, like Democrats and people he considers really moderate Republicans. And he was shitting on Pete Buttigieg's gay family online the other day. We'll get to that in just a little bit. But first, you guys keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate the hell out of it. I'm going to bring the mood down for a second because somebody did send me this story. A 35-year-old southern Minnesota woman was hit and killed by a train Monday afternoon, according to the Meeker County Sheriff's Office. I mentioned this story because it happened where I spent my formative years in radio in Litchfield. I lived not too far away from where this happened. And, you know, in Litchfield, unfortunately, this happens a couple of times a year. People use the train tracks to call it a day. I mean, you know, it works. It works. There was one person who did it. Instead of like lying down and waiting for it to happen, one person put headphones on. And they turned up the volume on their phone really loud and turned on the headphones and just started walking down the track in the opposite direction the train comes from. So they wouldn't hear the train until it was too... not kidding. This happened one of the last years I was in Litchfield. People do this, I would say, 2-3 times a year in that town. Somebody decides to eat it via train. Oh, I guess there's probably more painful ways to go. But it's just that's one of those ways where it's like the anticipation, the waiting. Like lying down, that would be the worst because you can see, you can hear. I mean, if you're going to do it, I think either jumping in front at the last second or the headphone thing, not the worst. MN Vikings with 199 says, did you hear what happened to the Michigan coach? Yeah, I heard they fired him. Is there more to the story? I believe they just didn't have a very good year and they cut him loose. I don't think it's anything more than that, is it? Let's do a couple of stories where people are fucking with people's food. This is, well, I guess this woman wasn't technically fucking with the food. She was delivering food and she was fucking with the guy. A DoorDash girl who filmed a drunk man passed out with his pants down made her first court appearance. She pleaded not guilty, but that's not the part we're playing the story for. She told the judge the following, and the judge found it mildly ironic. Remember, she's in court for filming a guy pants down, cock out, passed out drunk.
Yes, we
now, in my opinion, and this is a DoorDash driver, in my opinion, I believe in a little thing called personal responsibility. You don't get so fucking shit-faced drunk and naked out in public that somebody can snap a picture of you. I mean, if you know, it used to be if you got super fucked up and you passed out naked, that's what your friends did to let you know, hey, maybe you should reconsider this whole drinking thing, retard. But this woman, they're not fucking around.
City judge allowing News Channel 9 to record the proceedings. The first look at 23-year-old Olivia Henderson outside her popular TikTok page.
Their front door was wide open, and they were within eyesight of the front door, laying on the couch indecently exposed to me.
This is her last post, published October 26th, 2 weeks after her now-deleted video causing this controversy. Working as a driver for delivery service DoorDash, Henderson claimed she was dropping off a food order when through the customer's door, saw him on the couch naked. After posting her footage, she reported the incident to Oswego police as sexual harassment.
Some of the claims that she had made on social media after the fact were not in fact true.
Investigators determined the man, drunkenly unconscious on his couch, did nothing wrong. But he found out lewd images of him were published for thousands of TikTok users to see. So police...
Oh, she put it on the TikTok. Okay, I was thinking like somebody... Yeah, I didn't know she put them on TikTok. Somebody passing out with their fucking cock out when they know they've got a food order coming. That is a shitty thing to do. Making your delivery person look at that. That's fucked up. I didn't know she published it to TikTok, though. That, can't fuck around with that shit.
He's criminally charged Henderson with 2 counts related to unlawful surveillance. Court documents accuse her of recording, quote, intimate parts without consent when he had a reasonable expectation of privacy.
And to all...
Yeah, he was in his house. I suppose, yeah, if he's not... I thought when they said passed out drunk, it was like she was delivering to a bar or he was outside or something like that. How do you get into somebody's house? Like, isn't DoorDash supposed to, like, drop the thing off, take a picture, notify you, and then fuck off? I never, like, if I haven't ordered DoorDash for a couple of months, but last time I ordered DoorDash, they bring it to the door. They fucking drop it off. Don't you feel like a fat shit too when you order DoorDash and you're tracking it on the app and they pull up to your house and you don't want to meet them at the door because that makes you look big-titted and eager, you know? So you let them drop your food off. And for me, I'm usually standing in my kitchen and I'm looking at them out the window to wait till they get to their car so I don't look too desperate. And then I go get the food. It's fucking disgusting. I'm sorry, Jesus. MN Viking says the Michigan coach was in an inappropriate relationship. Oh, yeah, we'll check on that one then. We'll check on it.
Those that have been supportive of me during this time.
Lord looks good, by the way.
Thank you so much.
For as talkative as she's been on TikTok until now, she had nothing to say while leaving the courthouse.
Livy, do you want to say anything about what happened?
Oh, that was it. Oh, I can't believe they didn't do what the judge said. The judge had a great line in here that they didn't include in the story. The girl who filmed the man, she pleaded not guilty and asked the judge to ban cameras in the courtroom. The judge responded by saying, quote, "So now you don't want cameras to be involved?" Ooh. Ooh, that's cold-blooded, Yana. That's cold-blooded. Thank you very much to OG Anonymous Fake Dono with $10 over on Venmo. Says, in honor of the woman hit by a train, let's keep the donation train rolling. That's remarkably insensitive. Thank you for the $10. And hold on, I have to do this. In honor of Chad Zumach, in honor of me. Let me, guys, in honor of the woman getting hit by the train outside of Litchfield, let's keep the dono train rolling, huh? Come on, everybody. Keep it going. Let's put on our headphones. Let's walk down the tracks. And let's keep the donation train going. OG Anonymous Fake Dono, you son of a bitch. $2 from Loaded Wrench. He says the coach was arrested after fired. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, there you go. The dono train. I see, because the lady died after being hit by a train, and you decided to make it the dono. Aboliticious gifting a membership to the dono train. FCZ in the chat. Thank you very much. 57 memberships away from 600. Thank you so much. As the dono train continues, this one's not going to hit anybody. It's not going to kill anybody. This is a good dono train. Thank you, OG Anonymous Fake Dono. I can't take credit for this one. He said, in honor of the woman hit by the train, let's keep the dono train rolling. 57 memberships away from 600. We've got 3 people on the dono train so far. Joey Caravello with $2 says, make Johnny dance to the hype train music. Thank you, guys. 4 of you on the dono train so far. I am having a good time tonight. Aboliticious says, come on, shake your ass. All right, just for you. And it better be worth some money to everyone. Take a look at this luscious peach. Hey. Wait, hold on. There you go. Oh, shit. Be funny if that fucking sign just fell down right on my head. There's still time. All right. Thank you guys very much. That was, thank you for the dono train. Joey Caravello says, dance like Craig Ferguson. I tried to get my ass in the shot as much as possible. You know, people keep telling me that I should have more sex appeal on the show, that the female listeners are asking for more sex appeal, but I very rarely give it to them. And I'm very sorry. That shouldn't be the case. People shouldn't feel so denied. So that was just for you this evening. My lost interest writes, bricked. Oh, no, I wasn't trying to get the guys worked up. That wasn't part of what I was doing. But thank you very much. I appreciate the dono train. And the only reason that happened, you can tell I'm a lot looser than this morning. I can't tell you why I'm so loose for another about an hour or so, but it's because of you guys that I'm feeling very loose this evening, and the Dono Train certainly helps that. 57 memberships away from 600. Thank you, Rumble. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Twitter. Thank you, YouTube. YouTube, you guys got to hit thumbs up. You guys went to about $100 today, and then you dropped off. But 345 checking out the show. I love it. Keep those memberships coming. The PayPals, the Venmos, etc. You're a fun. Wow, what a great audience. DoorDash driver pepper sprayed a family's Arby's order. Holy shit! You know, when it comes to fast food, Arby's ain't fucking cheap, boss. Go to an Arby's sometime. I have a theory. You know what? I've been following that Wall Street Gorillas or Wall Street Apes Twitter account, and they tell you like, hey, this fast food place has really shit the bed in the last 6 years. 6 years ago, they were bought by a private equity firm. Because Arby's used to be like the 5 for $5. Remember that? You get the 5 roast beef and cheddar sandwiches for $5. And then, like, all of a sudden, they had those wrap sandwiches and all that shit. And then the prices just started going through the roof. Like, if you want a wrap and curly fries and a soda at Arby's, it's damn near $20 at this point. They're one of those fast food places that have gotten too expensive to be fast food, but still cheap as far as, like, a decent place goes. But they're not a decent place. They're fast food fucking roast beef. I wonder if they got bought by a private equity firm because the sandwiches are smaller. Everything's more expensive. They haven't really been updated much. Arby's private equity. Let's see. Arby's is owned by Inspire Brands, which itself is controlled by the private equity firm Rourke Capital Group. Oh. It's been the primary investor behind Arby's since 2011. Rourke Capital has built a massive portfolio of franchise brands like Arby's, Sonic, Buffalo Wild Wings, Dunkin', and Subway. And Subway's gotten shittier. Those private equity firms, man, every time they take over a company, it gets shittier, and we all say, all right, fine. When did the Arby's 5 for $5 end? Let's see. Isn't a permanent offer, but a limited time comeback appeared in 2023. No. When did it end the first time? No, come on. Discontinuation and nostalgic memories. No. I want to know the year because I bet you it coincides with Rourke Capital taking them over around 2011. Nope. I don't see when it ended. They brought it back for a little bit, but that doesn't count. Come on, answer for me, baby. Randy K69 with $10 says, so you're gay, fuck the internet, get back on the wave, bud. Well, I'm trying. I don't know if you know, people are like, why don't you just get back on the radio? Do you know how long I've been talking to people? And do you know how much fucked up shit has been going on? You know, we were this fucking close and then all the crazy shit happened. And that's before my personal crazy shit happened. Then my personal crazy shit happened. And then it was like, okay, we're going to talk to you once every 2 months instead of once a month. Now I got it back to a couple times a month. The biggest thing they say is like, look, we don't need any trouble. We don't need any drama right now. That's our biggest thing. We don't need any trouble. We don't need any drama. And Lord knows I understand. So, hey, I'm trying for you, buddy. I promise. I'm trying. They're not shutting me out. They're not kicking me out. They're not telling me no. There's two things going on. I'm being a little picky about what I want to do. And they're worried about the risk, and they're all worried that they're broke. Redbird with $5 says, Aaron, I just did my December budget, and I have $175 in disposable income. Do you think I should do a 60-40 or 70-30 split in silver and gold? You know, I'm pretty sure if you threw all that disposable income at the toe right now, we would be perfect for the week. So I'm going to say 70-30 in silver and gold, if you're being smart, Redbird. Thank you very much, buddy. By the way, by my count, pal, you are at 55. If I'm lying, I'm crying, and I ain't shedding a tear, that means that Redbird is now in 4th place. Redbird is at 55. TDR Shit Show is in central booking with 52. And that means Tin Man Taylor is at 50. Thank you guys so much. Sam Show says they're telling you no. It's never happening. No, they're not telling me no. I did. You know what's crazy is that in 2024, I got offered an 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. shift on KNSI. Early 2024, I'd say that, early 2023. There was snow on the ground, so I'm going to say that I was also still doing shit for Compound at the time. So I would say this was probably January, February 2023. I got offered I think it was 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on KNSI. And I mean, you could say I should have taken it. At that point, I was still like, I want mornings. I want mornings and nothing else. So I said no to it. It was actually E-Rock. I would talk to E-Rock regularly back then. He said, you should just take whatever the foot in the door is. And I didn't. I thought I was too good for it. But I think that's probably good because once the events of who's to say with the events of 2024 it happened, if I had to do an 11 to 3 shift on, probably not. That probably would have never happened. Oh, if I was going to say, if I would have taken that 11 to 3, I probably would have ended up fired because of all the fucked up shit that I got involved in. But I probably don't get involved in all that fucked up shit if I'm 11 to 3 on the... Aaron, you fucking dummy. The hell is wrong with you? Randy K says, when you're ready, you're ready. Yeah, it'll be there. It'll be there. McBuster says, if Aaron accepted he is gay, he could make millions as a famous gay radio jock in Minnesota. Well, yeah, you're right. You know, you got to look at the bright side of things. Guys, thank you for your generosity tonight. Keep it up. I appreciate you. All right, let's go to this DoorDash driver story. I want a better version of this. Plus, Brandon Tatum gives me the ick. A DoorDash driver, for some reason, decided to pepper spray some people's Arby's food. Just a fucking dick. I don't know if the family was being cunty or what, but we're going to find out right now. Let's check this one out. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, and hey, we're almost 50 memberships away from 600. Keep doing that. I appreciate it.
Tonight in Vanderburgh County, where an investigation is underway.
No, make me the big one. I want to be the big guy.
DoorDash experience, which is all caught on camera. Our Emma Beck spoke with him today and joins us now with this developing story. Emma?
How awesome is your community, though, that this is your big developing story? Like in Minnesota, every day I got to hear, oh, Somalis ripped you off for more, but Somalis are the good guys. Don't pick on them. Remember, Donald Trump's the asshole. Oh, by the way, they took you for another $400 million. Ilhan Omar might be here illegally. She might have defrauded the system to get in. We're going to investigate that. But remember, Trump's a bully and Somalis rule. So it's kind of really dramatic here in Minnesota. Oh, and by the way, you got your paid leave thing in the mail for if you run a business. In this community, though, wherever these people are, some DoorDash driver was a dick and fucked with people's Arby's food. That's it. I'll take that over Somali fraud any day.
Rob, Mark Cardin is seeking charges after his doorbell camera caught a DoorDash delivery driver as they seemed to pepper spray his order. He says watching the video, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. It was just past
a woman with blue hair. I'm surprised she didn't lecture him on gender first.
Midnight on December 7th when Mark Cardin and his wife decided to order DoorDash. It didn't take them long to realize something was wrong with their food.
I noticed my wife had started eating and she started choking and gasping, and after she had a couple bites of her food.
Oh no, they ate it too? Oh, I thought maybe they caught her doing it and they just threw it away. Ugh. You guys ever ridden into when I was in college once, we rode into a downwind from pepper spray area. there was a thing at the U of M called Spring Jam. And my friends and I were all out in our buddy's front yard doing keg Olympics. And we did the keg Olympics in the afternoon. The Minnesota Vikings drafted Percy Harvin that day. So I think that would have been 2009, this was. And we were all there playing keg Olympics. I took a nap in somebody's room. Did you fall asleep or did you pass out? So I passed out in somebody's room from the keg Olympics. Keg race, that's what it was called, not keg Olympics. I woke up and I decided that my buddy and I couldn't drive to the bars, but two of us wanted to go to the bars. So we grabbed a couple bikes. We don't know whose they were, but they were out in our buddy's front yard. So we took a couple of bikes and we started bicycling to the bars. I was wearing a backwards hat at the time because I was a douche. And I all of a sudden my forehead starts burning, like when you lick the big red wrapper and slap it on your forehead, it starts burning. And then all of a sudden, I start coughing. My eyes start watering. I look at my buddy. I go, "Are you fucking choking?" He was, "Yeah." Yeah. So we ditched the bikes. We just threw them in the alley between two houses. So I'm pretty sure we stole two people's bicycles that night. And then we went into the bar, which was called the Library. And everyone walking into the library is choking and coughing, and the bar's handing people water and shit. Apparently, there was a riot because Talib Kweli no-showed his concert at Spring Jam in Dinkytown, and the cops had to disperse it with pepper spray, and we were downwind riding into it. Boy, did we get a good drunk on that night. Just because, I mean, shit, if you're going to steal bikes and ride down to the bars shit-faced after keg racing to go, puke and rally at a bar, and you're going to get pepper sprayed for your trouble, you better make it worth it.
She actually threw up.
Mark started to investigate.
And I had to look at the bag and see that there was some kind of spray or something the bag had been tampered with. So I pulled up my doorbell camera.
Doesn't make you look like the slimmest people in the world if you're just digging right into the bag of Arby's and just unwrapping and going to town.
And seeing that the lady that dropped the food off had actually tampered with it.
Does that say 12 a.m.? You ordered Arby's at 12 a.m.? Jesus Christ, man. Have a little self-control. Good God. And what'd you do after that, Mr. Melton?
On purpose for some reason.
We've blurred the delivery driver's face since no charges have been filed yet, but this video...
Anybody know a fat bitch with blue hair in Vanderburgh County? This one can't be too difficult.
Video from Mark's doorbell...
I'd know that muffin top and that gunt from anywhere.
Camera caught her red-handed, spraying the food bag after dropping it
Oh,
off.
why would you?
It's horrific. I mean...
What an asshole thing to do. Like, what's the point? What do you get out of that? Go hate your life somewhere else. I'm sorry your dad doesn't like you.
We assume it's pepper spray. It's more than likely what it is, but now in this day age, it could have been anything. Could have been rat poison, could have been fentanyl.
Could have been the COVID vaccine. Could have been TrackDoc.com. Figure out how to get pepper spray out of your food at TrackDoc.com.
My wife could have been dead.
Mark immediately contacted DoorDash and then law enforcement.
I definitely want to see her prosecuted.
The sheriff's office says they are investigating, and a possible charge could be consumer product tampering, a level 6 felony.
Shit.
Mark says they don't know the driver and they did tip her.
We live in a terrible...
Oh, no. You gave her money, too? Well, I guess with DoorDash, you do that in advance, which seems kind of backwards now that you think about it.
Horrible world right now. Horrific. People are mean for no reason. There was no reason to do what she done.
He says he's using this experience to
did.
encourage others to be alert at all times.
I would say to anybody, if you order food on any kind of delivery service, make sure you have a doorbell. This is making me second guess ever ordering food from anywhere ever again.
That'd actually be good for you. You get in your car, you go out, you walk up to the place. Don't you dare do the drive up and delivery, you son of a bitch. You get out, you get your steps in. You'll be surprised at how much you like it. I guarantee.
Well, Mark says his wife has been battling a respiratory infection for a little while, and eating the tampered food prolonged her recovery.
No shit. You got a respiratory infection and then you literally eat pepper spray? That'll aggravate the lungs just a little. Look at that. Oz with $5 tonight. You guys didn't know I was making him pay to be a part of the show, did you? $5 from Oz. He says, investing in the future. Oz is so excited to be back. I'm so happy to have him. I'm so glad Oz is back. Thank you, buddy. 57 memberships away from 600. Thank you, guys. You have been doing amazing all night long. Please keep it up. Awesome. JS with 199. Oh, no, he doesn't go to that Cope website to find out how many people are watching. He says 82. This show is tanked. Let's see, 122, 86, and then we got another one something. Facebook, Twitter, and Kick. 344 checking out the show right now. So I know you're worried about the show tanking. It seems like we're doing pretty well. You know, we did miss this morning, and I know I can't mention it for another 30 minutes, but how do I say this without saying it? Not too far now. You guys all want to gift a membership. We can have ourselves a really good night and turn this whole day around. 1488 from Phoenix. Thank you. He says this could have went to purchase some more white sheets. I'm so glad you decided to give it to the toe. Oh shit, now we're really close, boys and girls. Now we're really close. You know what? I'm going to give you guys a $20 warning, meaning when we're close enough, I'm going to light the lamp and I'll let you know. Keep gifting those memberships. Thank you very much for your generosity. Tonight has been an amazing evening from you guys. Keep it up. I'm loving it. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. All right, guys, I have a question for you. You know how we said that Subway got bought by Rourke Capital Group, that private equity firm, a few years ago? I'm going to show you video someone took from a Subway, their local Subway. And I'm going to go back to the chat after we watch this, and I want you to tell me exactly what you do in this situation. You can attach a Rumble rant to it. You can do it for free. Doesn't matter. We're going to read them. I want you to tell me. Don't tell me like, oh, I'd freak out or, oh, I'd be fine. Or I want you to specifically walk me through what you would do if you were in this same situation. Somebody saw this at a Subway, their local Subway, recorded it, posted it. Let us know. That, my friends, is one of the Men in Black cockroaches. They're about the same size.
Oh my God, are you serious right now?
Is anybody going to get that thing?
Subway. Wow.
Where'd it go?
It's pretty bad.
Where'd it go?
It's in there. No, it's in there somewhere.
It's a mosquito. No.
They said mosquito. Bitch, that ain't no fucking mosquito I've ever seen. That is not a mosquito, friend. That's a fucking cockroach. Now, I have a question for you. I've never had a cockroach anywhere I've lived, but I live in Minnesota. Like, do we have cockroaches? How do you get cockroaches? Like, does it have to be gross? Does it have to be dirty? Or is it a geographical thing? I don't think I've ever had a cockroach in my home, and I don't know if I should be proud of that or if that's just like a happenstance thing. Like if you live in certain places, they can just be a thing. I've never had a cockroach. I don't know if I've ever seen a cockroach in my life. I seen one? I don't know if I have. Either way, not good. Oh my God, Nader P with $25. Light the lamp for Nader P. Hot shit. Throw him the karmic.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
I can't tell you exactly where we're at, but I can tell you that it's remarkably close, and we're 52 memberships away from 600. Thank you, Nader P, for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. 09 Canyon says, I'd walk out. Subway was always Levantine pedos. Oh, the Jared thing. You Need Me More says, I would have quit my job. Okay, but is it kind of your fault that there's cockroaches? Main Vein with $1 says, down south they call those water bugs. I did not know that. 5 gallons of gas and a match, says Ivana Tinkle. 09 Canyon says, I'd just walk out. I think I'd yell at somebody first, or not yell like a dick, like a crazy person, but I'd chastise someone. Because like even if you're just an employee, you're responsible for keeping the place clean. One-Head Rex says they charge extra for protein. Eat fresh. 325 Charles and Angelica's doll, both getting memberships. Hey, Angelica's doll, we missed by like $120. You should have been celebrating this morning. What's the deal? There were a lot of people who should have been celebrating this morning. And in the YouTube comments section, like people were still mad. I tried to make them happy. We missed by triple digits today. And they're like, the goal is not cute. It's pathetic and I hate you. And I'm like, bro, we missed by 120. You shouldn't be more upset than I am. Sergeant Flowers said, I would call ICE. Strippers Got Me Banned says, you can pick that thing up if you want to, Aaron. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ross Dog says he's still getting a sandwich. You know what? He has no right to complain if he still gets the sandwich. MQ says, I would have left. Fuck you, dude says, yes, we have cockroaches in Minnesota. Okay. That was a rhino horned beetle, says McBuster. That looked like a cockroach to me. My Lost Interest says cockroach toppings just added to the Subway menu. Yeah, see, they meant to do it. 09 Canyon says they like to be in the dark. If it's out in the open like that, you have a problem. Sam Show says, Aaron, your state is full of cockroaches. They scam Medicaid. I forgot. Ab Letitia says you have to be really, really gross to host cockroaches. Okay. So it is a cleanliness thing. It's not like a climate thing or anything like that. In order to get roaches, you got to be a gross motherfucker. All right. Strippers Got Me Banned says Corey Adam has stated he's happy to have cats to take care of the roaches in Texas. That's useful. Ab Letitia says, granted, it could be because of your neighbors that you see them, but if you keep your place clean and there's nothing for them, they thrive on filth and poverty. Okay. I've never seen a roach until I went to Florida where they were everywhere, says Taste Fairy. 09 Canyon, I've never had roaches, but I've seen the small ones in the apartment of a lady from my church. Well, stop fucking her. Stop fucking her. McBuster says Johnny has roaches all over his lap and all around his gaming computer. Well, that's marijuana. Phil Herslit says, did MSO win again? No. As a matter of fact, I've got this light on because I said I can't tell you where we're at, but I can tell you we're inside at 20. You guys have done an amazing job tonight, and you've still got 25 minutes left, and holy shit, you're 52 memberships away from 600. Thank you. So, I mean, you guys have put a smile on my face tonight, man. We may have missed this morning, but this evening show, holy shit. Taste Fairy says Corey Adam is back in Minnesota, it looks like. What? And he's not going to say hi to me? That son of a bitch. I can't believe it. Somebody writing in the chat that Johnny K has a hit out on Oz. I saw a few people talking about that on Thursday during the show. They were like, yeah, Johnny, Johnny's got it out for Johnny's threatened that Oz is back. I don't think Johnny gives a shit that Oz is back. Not like in a bad way, but like Oz isn't here to take Johnny's job. You know, Oz is here because he loves doing the show. He's healthy again. He's feeling better. He's back to laser engraving. He's recovered from his stroke. So I don't know. I think you're trying to create drama where it doesn't exist. I don't think Johnny needs to feel bad or worried about Oz. Loaded Wrench with $2 says there's a difference in that roach and a house one. Okay. Sam Show says he should be worried about him. Oh, no, he's fine. Sergeant Flowers says my ex's sister was having a birthday dinner at a Chinese place. There was a roach in her plate. The family waved it off and kept eating. She vomited. Ooh. Phil Herslit says MSO's getting KO'd in the first round. No, we can't call it a KO of MSO in the first round. I think we can only call it a KO of MSO in the first round if we don't go to the last 5 minutes. I think that's I think that's a knockout of MSO. So right now, technically, there is no MSO knockout. All right, I thought this was funny as shit. I really did. Nikki Haley's son, who I saw in an episode of Tucker Carlson's podcast once. Thing about going back to the gym is that, you know, I have my headphones on when I'm at the gym. I get so much shit to listen to. It's like being back in jail. It's you know, being at the Y is like being back in jail. I get to play basketball with black guys, and I get to listen to lots of good podcasts and watch movies. It's fantastic. But I saw we'll do the fired Michigan coach one in a second. But Nikki Haley's son, Nayland, is 24 years old. He's a conservative guy, and he's like well to the right of his mom. Like Nikki Haley is a right of center neocon Zionist type. Her son is like, you know, like Tucker or to the right of Tucker. And Nayland Haley, who has been gaining notoriety for his intensified online presence, claimed that if more people were like Pete Buttigieg, meaning gay, humankind would cease to exist. Paste. He added that the former mayor of South Bend, Indiana, is, quote, not normal. Tell him when he's telling lies. It came in response to a post on X by political commentator Ed Krasenstein, who's unfucking bearable, by the way. Oh, he's so lefty. Who wrote in response to an image of Buttigieg with his husband and 2 children, quote, in a world of Donald Trumps and Pete Hegseths, be a Pete Buttigieg. No, I'd rather you were a heterosexual with a wife and children. I'll be honest with you. I think it's better for Western civilization. I mean, be gay if you want to, but no thanks. Now, are the Buttigiegs, are they the kind of gays who buy kids and like then abort a shit ton of them? Are the Buttigiegs like the ones who make a woman carry their baby and then rip the baby away from its mother as soon as it's born and raise it in a lifestyle that's actually not as good for the baby as than if it was with its mother? Because that's what Dave Rubin did. Dave Rubin and his partner did that, and he should have gotten a lot more shit from people on the right for doing that than he did, but he didn't because they're all in fucking cahoots together as long as they back the right country, and I ain't talking about America. But did Buttigieg do that, or did he just straight up buy his baby? Isn't he the guy who said, like, oh, you can buy a black one and they're cheaper or something like that? Now, the image is of Buttigieg, his husband, Chasten Glesman Buttigieg, and their 4-year-old adopted twin children dressed up as a superhero and princess for trick-or-treating. Okay, so they adopted. Nayland responded by quipping, quote, in a world of Pete Buttigiegs, be normal. And if the world was full of Pete Buttigiegs like Mr. Krasenstein would prefer, humanity would cease to exist. Now, that's a cute family. And look, I wish I could say that's fine. This is just a personal belief. Take it or leave it. I don't think this is fine. I would prefer that this kind of family didn't exist. I would prefer that gay people didn't have children. I don't think it's good for Western civilization. I don't think it's good for children. I don't think, I was going to say I don't think they're going to hurt them or anything like that, but statistically, look, it doesn't matter. I don't need to go too deep into it. This would be the last case scenario for an adopted kids. If it was this or living in a fucking orphanage, maybe, but I don't know, man. And again, it's nothing against the 2 of them specifically. It's just a personal belief that I've developed over the years. I haven't always believed this, but I put it this way. I don't want to have a law banning them from being able to do this because Lord knows I don't want those kids growing up in some hellhole. So I don't want to make a law against it. I'm just saying my personal preference would be that the kids were raised by different parents. The attack was clearly in regards to Buttigieg's. Stop with the attack. This is why people like Fuentes are winning, and this is why the Gen Z and this younger generation are going more to the right than they are to the left. You guys keep trying your fucking gay tricks on them, and they just laugh at you and go, oh, God, quit being a fucking boomer. Gen Z kind of gets it. In that, it's like it goes back to Nick Fuentes with the Holocaust guy, with that Danny Finklestein or whatever his name, Danny Finklestein, where he's like, oh my God, he said it. He goes, my generation's just fucking tired of hearing about it. We're just finished with it. We're done. Sorry, that's over. We've got our own shit to worry about. And that's kind of where I'm at with people going, Nayland Haley, oh, this was an attack on the... It wasn't an attack. It was a tweet. There's a big difference. And he was criticizing him for being gay and having children. I'm sorry, that's allowed. It's not an attack. Nobody's under fire. Nobody's being set on fire. It's a criticism on social media. It's shit posting. It's memeing. It's what these kids do. They grew up on social media. They're incredibly socially detached. It's a huge fucking problem, but you gotta meet them in the middle a little bit. The attack on the Buttigieg, well, it's not an attack. Everyone's gonna be fine. Everybody's gonna be fine. I promise you. Truth Jesus Gun Freedom said YouTube wrenches put me in timeout. They fucking better not. I told the YouTube wrenches to just fuck off. Leave it alone. Knock it off. Don't be sensitive. Huh? Don't be so sensitive. 336 checking out the toe. Thank you very much. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. You guys have 10 minutes to knock MSO out in the first round. Couple more memberships. We'll be down at 50 away from 600. Truth Jesus Gun Freedom says, where are we at with the goal? I can't tell you where for another 10 minutes, but from now on, the green light will tell you when we're inside of 20. All right? That's what we'll do. That's where we're at with tonight's goal. Getting back to W's, baby. So, yeah, as far as the Pete Buttigieg thing, like, it's all fair game. It's all fine. You guys will be okay. I promise. So let's find out together what happened to Sharon Moore, the coach of the University of Michigan. Apparently he had a really terrible day today. Sharon Moore has been detained by police hours after being fired from his job over an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. You can get arrested for fucking a coworker now? I mean, I know you lose your job. I mean, that's normal. I know if you fuck one of the students, I think even out of college, that's probably not okay. But you can't fuck a coworker? You can't fuck a staffer anymore? Can lose your job, but you get arrested for fucking a staffer? Oh, why even take the gig at that point? I suppose the thing you can't do is you can't fuck someone who's like an underling of yours, who you have authority over. Moore was arrested by police in the city of Saline and turned over to police in Pittsfield Township, according to ESPN. The married father of three was allegedly involved in an incident Wednesday that required police attention. Michigan Athletic Director Ward Manuel announced the decision to fire Moore hours earlier. This conduct constitutes a clear violation of university policy. Do we know anything more? And why did it require police action? The identity of the staffer has not been revealed either publicly or in credible reports. Moore has been married since 2015 to his wife, Kelly. Together, they have 3 daughters. I can't imagine you know what? Maybe jail is the best place for him. I don't know if home would be too welcoming tonight or have anybody in it. An anonymous source told The Athletic that the school received a tip regarding the relationship, which led to the investigation. That inquiry did not initially produce evidence of a relationship, but additional evidence came to light in the last 24 hours that led to Moore's dismissal. Now, whoa, wait a minute. Additional evidence of a relationship or additional evidence of something else? This could be, is that her? Is that the mistress? No, that must be the wife. Oh, that's his wife. Well, I'm against that too. No, she's very beautiful. She's got a lovely family. What's the old Bill Maher line? You show me the most beautiful woman in the world, I'll show you a guy tired of fucking her. God, that must be what happened here. It is unclear if the incident is related to the inappropriate relationship that cost him his job. See, that's why I'm thinking the thing they found out about isn't him fucking the staffer, because fucking the staffer wouldn't cause him to be arrested by police. Even if he was her boss, I still don't think you get arrested for that. So they found out some other shit. I hope it wasn't like looking at the computer related. The City of Saline Police Department assisted in locating and detaining former University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore. Mr. Moore was turned over to the Pittsfield Township Police Department for investigation into potential charges. You know, that makes sense because when I heard he was fired today, I was like, weren't they like in the running until like the last game of the year to play for the Big Ten championship? Like, they didn't have a terrible year. Yeah, they were ranked number 18. They were going to the Citrus Bowl against Texas. So a win here, a win there. They're in the playoffs this year. Moore, who went 17-8 as the head coach of the now 18th ranked Wolverines, was set to coach the team in the Citrus Bowl. But now assistant head coach Biff Poggi, okay, that's the coolest name ever. I want him to succeed. Assistant head coach Biff Poggi has been elevated to interim head coach in the wake of the firing. Wow. So Moore was the offensive coordinator under Jim Harbaugh, and he took over after Harbaugh was done. And now he's finished himself. I really want to know what the fuck he did. Moore signed a deal in 2024 that would pay him roughly $6 million per year through the 2029 season. His buyout was listed at $13.89 million. So he got a cool $14 million. However, due to Michigan's move to fire Moore for cause, it's possible they'd be off the hook for some or all of that buyout figure. Oh, no. So you had $30 million left on your deal and a $14 million buyout, and because they fired you for cause, you might not get a dime. Oh, God, this has got to be, bar none, the shittiest day of this guy's life. That is a brutal one, man. I'd like to say I feel bad for him, but this guy seems like he made his own bed. Red Fox Mad with $5 says, Aaron, do you think we need to start the Catholic Crusades again? I don't think it's the worst idea in the world. I can tell you this, the next gifted membership, I can't say exactly what it means, but I can say that MSO's not going to be too happy. Oh, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. To go from missing by $1.20 this morning to not even doing it in those last 5 minutes, that'd be a great way to end the day. MSO says, nobody's saying you can't bang a coworker. We're not even saying you can't bang a coworker in Michigan. We're just saying you can't bang a coworker and coach the Wolverines. My lost interest. Hey, amen, brother. He says, no pussy is worth $14 million. No ass is worth that. That's what I always say. But I fucking forgot the line from the 40-year-old virgin. I know it's kind of considered a classic. But like, we don't think about that one enough. God, that's a fucking funny movie. That poker table scene. You ever squeeze a woman's breast and it feels like a bag of sand? Fuck. No. My lost interest says he was fucking the staffer, but she probably was not satisfied and complained about lack of orgasms. I gotta be honest. I didn't know you could be arrested for that. Oh, no. MSO says the power of pussy. Power of pussy indeed, but $14 million. God damn it. Let me tell you this. You know me. I love PJ Fleck. And we're going to, what's our bowl game again? We're going to the some fucking something bowl against New Mexico. We're going to win our 9th straight bowl game here at the U of M. We're going to beat the shit out of the Lobos. But it's, I don't want Michigan sniffing around PJ Fleck. I don't want anybody talking to our coach. He's our coach. We got a freshman quarterback. The future is bright. You can't have him. Leave PJ Fleck alone. He's not for sale. He's not for sale. Michigan can go get anybody else. Go get our fucking angry defensive coordinator from the Vikings. What's his name? Brian Flores. Go get him. Leave the rest of us alone. Hey, guys, I think we're going to war. I'm not a political science major or anything, but they're starting shit with Venezuela again. They're accelerating, and this isn't bombing cigarette boats this time. The U.S. commandos stormed a Venezuelan, what they're calling a terror tanker, in a breathtaking airborne takedown as tensions rocket towards conflict. We have no reason to be fighting Venezuela. We have no reason to be bombing Venezuela. If you sit here and you tell me fentanyl, I'm going to wring your fucking neck. The fentanyl isn't coming from fucking Venezuela. That's not where it's coming from. They nationalized the oil in the 70s. The oil people were mad about that. Maduro has banned pornography and usury. He's banned interest in his country. So the banking interests are upset about that. They donated a shitload of money to Trump's campaign. They want us to smash up Venezuela, get rid of the commies, and install a Western-friendly and banker-friendly government. That's what they want, and that's what we're being led to. We got to fight this with everything we can. If Trump does this, you have to vote Democrat in the midterms. Look, I don't like him either. But fuck these guys. We got to throw out every single one of these fucking Republicans that thinks this shit is cute or thinks it's something we should be doing. Fucking enough doing the bidding of other countries. Enough already. I mean, I know Maduro's not a good guy, but guess what? None of our fucking business. None of it. When did Venezuela ban usury? Did not implement a singular isolated ban on usury. It incorporated anti-usury provisions into a broader economic laws aimed at controlling prices and speculation. A key law against hoarding, speculation. Oh, so that's like hedge funds and shit. That's all they do all fucking day. Usury and other actions affecting food product distribution was approved in February 2007. So they've wanted them out of there for a long time. Yeah, dude, the fent comes from China and Mexico. That's where the fucking fent comes from. We don't... It's going to be time to, like... I don't know what we got to do, but we got to, like... We got to get rid of these fucking neocons, these fucking war babies, man. All right, guys, we did not get a first-round knockout of MSO, so we're going to fire up the music. And I can now tell you, you're going to laugh when I tell you how much it is. $5 away from tonight's goal. We're also 120. We had a $120 miss this morning. I will go until at least 9, maybe all the way until SP gets here tonight, if we knock out the 120. So a total of 125. I'll go at least 30 minutes longer for you. But we're one gifted membership away. We're $5 away from wrapping up the evening shows this week with a W. It'll be our first W in an evening show since last Tuesday. This would break a huge streak. Thank you guys very much. You have made this such a nice and easy show to do tonight. I love it. Thank you so much. $5, either a gifted membership, throw a $5 at us, or do it a buck or two at a time, or throw in 125 and let's really have some fun. All right, let's go. Let's do it. I believe Fauci's Pangolin paid for this one. He paid for this to be the rally song till the end of the week, so he's got today and tomorrow. My Lost Interest gifting a membership, and there it is. It's another win for the toe, and we've broken our slump. What do you guys think? How much of that 120 do you think you can get done by the end of this? We got $2 from You Need Me More. Says, why is your green light so slow? I don't know, because it was cheap. I don't know. Let's see how much of that well, you guys got 4 minutes left. By the way, I can't play Mashed Potato Time. It cuts us off on YouTube. They ban our video for copyright reasons. So we'll run this thing through. We'll run Erica through one time. We'll see how much of that 120 we can get. And who knows, maybe if we get a shitload of that 120, we go until 9 o'clock tonight and we make it perfect for this week. Thank you for knocking out tonight's goal. I appreciate it. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I did tell one guy if he gave us 100, he said, how much for you to wear a Packers shirt on the show for a whole show? I said $100. $100 and I would do it. All right, let's see how much of that 120 from today we can get in. All right. This one's for our girl, Erica Kirk. We're going to play this one, and then we're going to get out of here tonight. Thank you guys so much for all of your generosity. I appreciate it. It is slow, you're right. Main Vein with $20 says, towards this morning's goal, and Erica. All right, we're $20 closer. Hey, we're an even hundo now. Thank you to Fuck You Dude for the 5. Says, here's a $5. Looking forward to Oz tomorrow. No, he doesn't start tomorrow. He doesn't start tomorrow. I told him he didn't have to show up twice in a week. All right, an even hundo. 20 gifted memberships. $100. I think if we get within 50, I'll go until 9 tonight. You guys have been incredible. I really do appreciate it. An even hundo away from the shortage we had this morning. Could the evening show be making a comeback? Over 320 people checking out tonight's show at its peak. Knocking out the goal almost before the 5-minute period. And now $100 away from this morning's miss. Shit's looking up. Minute and a half to go. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. $100 from this morning. There's all the links in the chat. It's a cool $100. And you guys get yourselves 2 wins for the toe. Keep marching. Don't break formation. 1 minute to go. We're playing with house money now, baby. You guys have given us a win, and I appreciate that. Who's going to be the big pig? Who's going to knock down some of that hundo for us? Get it, baby. Otherwise, just enjoy the music. Enjoy the victory. 50 seconds. What a way to end the evening. I did say if we got within 50, I'd go till 9. So we do have 30 seconds to get $50 in. But otherwise, like I said, house money. Thank you guys so much. You're over. All right, 20 seconds to go. Okay. Thank you guys very much. An incredible job tonight. I mean, how easy was that? It could be like that every day. It could be like that every single show. And now, for tomorrow morning, they knock out theirs. They get that hundo. It's a perfect week. A perfect week is now back in play for the toe. Who would have thought? Guys, thank you very much. Another great evening show. We're back on the winning side. The numbers were up for the evening tonight. Have yourselves a great rest of your evening. Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.